Okay, should be live. Welcome in, everybody. Back with some more Rimworld Odyssey. Had some quite good times yesterday, barring maybe the gunfire, screaming, and actual fire that went on. We opened up our Ancient Danger over here at the end of the last stream, and well, it was ancient, it was danger, as is all of our glorious cryopods I was hoping to use, such that it is. We still have a hermetic crate to open up that we just haven't had time. We're kind of in recovery mode for a little bit. We were on the edge there. That was really close, like really close to us having a game over. We were down to 2 pawns and everyone was breaking and everyone was cranky. I think we're still kind of recuperating a little bit from that. We had to re-recruit our sister Star because during the massive firefight, she decided to go on an insulting spree, and I was very concerned she was just going to walk into assault rifle fire. I also see that we still have medicine left out. We have all kinds of stuff left outside. This needs to get hauled in, like, now. All right, when you're done with that, would you haul that? And would you haul that? I can survive with a lot of this other stuff, but go juice. Okay, that, yeah, that needs to be, yeah, we just need hauling. And our poor bot, Holly, got killed by the dastardly Marines that we woke up. So we need to get him resurrected. Hopefully, in fact, I actually have this. Can we resurrect a light mechanoid, please? What do we need for this? It's been a while. We need 25 steel and a corpse. I can do that. All right, that should be fine. You probably need to have crafting turned on for that, I assume. Smithing. Okay. So for Mox, we need to turn on Smith. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Matt and French and Edward. Good to see you. Baron Babel brutalizes another planet. I don't know what you're talking about. Kindest overlord in history. Most humble, also. If only we still had Holly. Yeah, we're gonna resurrect Holly. It'll be Holly 2. He'll be back. I did want to show off just real quick. We were trying to rename the settlement last time and we just couldn't find it. It turns out, I was remembering correctly, they just moved it. And I have no idea why. So just in case anyone catches this and wants to know, just real quick, you have to turn on your dev mode. It's the third option, the wheel with the play button. And it's here, but it's under more, show more actions. And then if you type in settlement, name settlement. So that's where it's under. I don't know why that moved. I don't know why there's a button that you click to show more options that are the same set of options, but that's where it's at. Okay, beyond that, we are expanding. We're still having some power problems. I believe we're researching solar. Did we finish solar? Yeah, we did finish solar. We should probably get a solar panel up. I'll probably just stick it right here. So this will probably need to move over some. We'll shrink this zone. Let's just do that right off the bat. We're just gonna throw... We'll just throw one in for now. I am gonna leave a space here for fire purposes and dodging purposes, etc. That should help a little bit. Our battery is doing okay, but this will just keep it juiced up. Beyond that, we learned last time... I guess I just never realized, because normally there aren't this many doors on a map. Just because I've forbidden it does not forbid it for anything else. So we had things coming through doors that we did not expect. So we need to go around and we need to like replace doors with walls and start like hardening this up. We started doing a little bit of room clearing and we got to, was it here? We got to one of these rooms and we triggered a trap and a bunch of, yeah, here, a bunch of wasp drones started stabbing me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just call it a day. But while I was thinking about it last night, if we got the self-destruct bomby guys, we very much could lose a life. So I think before we try to clear any more rooms, I want to get a couple of Militor bots. At least I can send the bots in first. The drones can check the room so that we're not walking into rooms face first. Having flying grenades that are homing, probably not the best idea. Don't need those. We also, we did a charity event and we tried we tried to help these people out, and they died horrifically in that firefight. I tried to bury them, and I still couldn't do it because it wants you to assign a colonist, and they were not colonists, they were visitors. And I just don't know if I've got a mod that's affecting this or what. I never have had a problem with this. I swear there was another button, or the allow things would allow me to do, yeah, like stranger course. Maybe they're in this weird place where they're not a stranger, but they're not a colonist. I'm not sure what's going on there, but either way, we're not able to use the grave. So I'm not certain what's going on with that one. We had a boomalope, we killed him off. I guess we have some grass for next time something comes through. In fact, now that I look at this, I don't want this here. We're probably gonna have to build our ship here because it's the largest open space. This is not gonna be enough space when we get to the point that we're trying to build our ship. Hi, Sunaj. How did you beat the murder bots? I sent enough people so their kill switch got turned off. We shot them. We shot them a lot. These were just wasps, which didn't seem too bad. They poked me a bunch, but I don't know if maybe because we're wasters, maybe they use toxin as their poison, but we didn't seem to be affected by that. I'm not certain what was going on with that. Oh, we also have one prisoner from the ancient marines that attacked us when we woke them up. This is Aurelia Apokos, and she is a snob and incapable of intellectual, but otherwise a pretty decent crewmate in the future here. Has good shooting, can do a little construction, maybe some cooking if we ever want to do that. Has some animals, which we have, like, we have zero cooking, we have zero animals, and she can help patch people up a little bit. So we're working on trying to recruit her. And Bruin himself has gotten the first title from the Empire. He's working on trying to get a letter of marque, which is like you get to be an official pirate. That's at least my explanation for it. And we picked up Word of Trust. Not my favorite, but it's, I mean, we've used it a couple times, so at least I got some use out of it, I suppose. We're getting pretty close to getting her recruited, hopefully, which does also mean we'll probably need another bedroom. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. We also, with this clear, we could expand out into here. That would give me more exposed walls, but maybe that's worthwhile. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause here, and we'll keep going. Also, we had to do some emergency psychite harvesting because we were starting to get to the point in our psychite dependency. We are all wasters, and we have psychite dependency gene, which basically just means, like, we've been bioengineered to have a deficiency that we require the chemicals from psychite to live, and we were out. So we prematurely harvested a little bit so that we could do some crafting because we were at the point where we were starting to go a little cray-cray, and yeah. Oh, really? You couldn't get both of those in one trip? You're killing me, Mox. I'm so used to having better hull mods. All right, go sleepy if you want to go sleepy. Nope, you don't get to put on the marine armor. Nope, we're not doing that. Go to bed. I don't want you to have that. No. Oh, another thing I need to explore. Where is it? There is. Yeah, here. Outfit stands. This is from Odyssey. I used to have a mod that tried to do this. I never could really get it working. A small display that showcases a single outfit. Saves space and can be used to quickly change clothing. So I'm curious if we built one of those, we could have like our combat gear on it, and then you could change into your combat gear. That could be a little bit dangerous, but the problem is if you just wear your marine armor around the base, you wear it out, even when you're not using it in combat. So for us right now, that's a pretty valuable piece of gear. I don't want to just run around with it on. Also, we were going to change weapons. Because Mox is our mechanator, we were going to give her the bolt action. Although, I guess we could just use the new bolt action. Yeah. What is your shooting? A 7? Yeah, you're probably okay with that. Tell you what, equip that in the morning. Another normal revolver. A bio-coded machine pistol. Okay, that's going to be worthless to us. Okay, nothing else is... for a second, I thought we had other bio-coded, so I completely forgot about that. It's not often I run into bio-coded stuff. Star has been doing a little art. She's up to 3.54. She does have one piece. She used an inspiration to get a normal marble statue. Her dreams of being an artist. She's following her dreams. That's all I can say. She's following her dreams. We'll try our best. Let's speed that up. The number one thing I'm looking forward right now is this psychite harvest. We should have this mature today or tomorrow. And you better not be eating my psychite. I'll tell you what, let's switch our tech. Let's go get farming techniques. It's only 300. I can build a scarecrow, which, if it's functioning properly, should scare them away from my crops. I don't really have a better way of dealing with that. What are you doing, Butch? Oh, yeah. I got these ducks, which I was totally fine with, but they started coming up and eating my crops because there's like no other food on the map. So ducks must die because I can't have things eating my crops. Yep, see, right there, he just ate one of my crops. That's just not fly, buddy. That's just not fly. Okay, Ruin, doing some warden work. Okay, we're gonna try this. All right, how close are we? I believe resistance has to be to 0, so I don't think we'll get her today. I think it'll be next time, assuming we get that down again. That room's horrible. At least I don't have to share it. What about yours? She literally lives in our cage, Ruin. She literally lives in the room. My room's grisly. All right, it's not the recruitment that's taking us a while. It's the certainty in her ideology. Can I do a conversion ritual? You must assign the role of second to start the ritual. Oh, you lost your role when we arrested you. Okay, maybe we can get that up again today, because I bet you that's making people cranky right now. Yep, no second. Okay. For components. We are down to 10 components. That's a little worrisome. A bloom up or 2 on board might be good for fuel. It wouldn't be terrible. I'll tell you what, buddy. Would you haul this? Okay, you are eating my crops. I don't have anybody who has animal handling is the thing. So unless something self-tames and it's like a pen animal, I'm just not going to be able to keep it alive. Star is no longer inspired. Okay, what did you make? A granite small sculpture. Good. Okay, also, I'm going to take a screen capture of that. Hopefully that didn't do something too crazy. I want to see if I can throw that into Gemini and have it generate the picture. I'm just curious if I could do that. This sculpture bears a representation of Moxie Mox Neverosh waiting in a chair, planning her next action. In the distance, an encampment is visible. This artwork tells the story of Mox playing a game of horseshoe pins on the 6th of April, May. Okay, a little weird she's made both pieces of art about Mox, but okay. And it is a nice piece. No, not the chair. Sculpture. We'll install this one in here. My hope is that we can get our dining room, and I think I'm going to try to put a chessboard in here, so dining/rec room up a little bit higher so people aren't quite so cranky. Okay, we're still butchering lots of ducks. Okay, link setting. No, what we need to do that. Link settings, storage, vegetables, and you. Link settings, storage, vegetables, critical. See if I can keep this stocked. We were having some problems keeping it going. Also, we have cloth outside. Again, I just need more hauling. All right, when you're done with that duck, would you please prioritize resurrecting Holly? We need him really badly. No rest for the wicked, Holly. Please, master, let me die. No. Yeah, we did have a boomalop that we were milking yesterday, but he starved to death, actually. We didn't have any grass. You know what, to wit, I guess there's no reason not to expand this zone if we're just going to put tall grass in it. And we'll just let that grow so we have some next time. Hey, Tanth, how's it going? I've wrangled the internets in and can annoy you once more, so what's happening? Well, we're here with Ruin, his sister Star, and their compatriot in crime, Mox, trying to scrape out some living in this horrific ruin. We're playing in the new Odyssey DLC. We have ruins here. We have these smoke vents that periodically turn on and block out the sky with smog. We have toxic waste puddles. It's great. It's great. We do have our Grav core ship, or our Grav ship core. We don't have the tech to start on it yet, but we have that going. And we had a absolutely horrific firefight at the end of last episode that we're still kind of sort of recovering a little bit from. Let me ask people, if anyone plays with bases that have wasters and not wasters, how do you guys try to get them their dose of pollution? We're going to be generating pollution from our recharge station, and I kind of want to put some pollution somewhere that I can get them huffing it, but I can't put it in the base because we're going to have non-toxic people around. I guess maybe I could just have like a little toxic pit over here, but I need to be careful because it also can spawn insects. So, I don't know. How do I feel about the DLC? My initial impressions are very good. I would say for me, it's like right up with biotech, which is my absolute favorite. It adds a lot of just stuff that I'm going to use in every run. New biomes, so that'll be fun for just flavor playthroughs there. It added landmarks on the map. So we landed here. Can I? Yeah. So we landed on a special tile that has ruins. It's a junkyard. It has an ancient uplink. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And ancient smoke vents. Here's one right here. This is, I guess the feature is a mountain. Here's one. This has, no, that's not one. Am I not allowed to see what's special about these anymore, I take it? Lava flow. Oh, here we go. Landmark. Bonodric lava flow. I don't actually know what that is. I should, because I actually took some geology classes. Landmark, Seneco's refinery. So it add like these special maps that you can visit without quests. So you could just go do stuff and go exploring. We're not in a place where we could do that at the moment. Yeah, here's an ancient, no, that's actually one of our quests. But there's other things like that. We also, can I zoom out that far? Yeah, it adds low orbit, and these are all new maps. Once you have your grav ship, you can fly around. Added a bajillion new animals. So lots of things there. And then the 1.6 patch added a lot of quality of life, and they multi-threaded pathfinding, temperature, and light, I believe. And the game's running real smooth. Real smooth. If you have an they added new underground sections too. Silo, fuel storage, etc. Store some waste in there. It won't affect the ground above. Okay, that's actually a good one. Are those permanent ground entrances? Check high? Because I know in Anomaly, didn't the entrance to that cave collapse once you did it? Their spaceborne meme causes them not to like underground spaces. You're correct. What is that in reference to? I don't believe she's underground, if that's what you're saying. Because rock roof thin, it's in the bottom left of my screen there, is not underground, whereas overhead mountain is underground, and we can verify that. Planetary habitat denied joining. We denied someone's request to join us. I hope they make it. I don't. I think that's because she's kind. Yeah, she's not getting the undergrounder penalty, so we're okay here. Are you saying over here would be dangerous? Yeah, a little of this is underground. Slate sarcophagus. I'll take those apart in a minute. Okay, did we get all the junk in? We still do not have all the junk in. Okay, when you're done meditating, man, I need you to move a few of these things. Get the frag grenades. Get the go juice. Get the Molotovs. Get the weapons. I just need you to do that. What is your plan? You're viewing some art. All right, I'll allow it. But then when you're done, get these pants inside. Get that shirt inside. I guess that's okay at that point. Actually, we have a normal steel mace. Ruin. I think we'll equip that as our new sidearm rather than a knife. We could bonk people that way. Carvex look like vanilla expanded vehicles. They do. I don't know if it is Sarge. I think Sarge is the guy. It's either Sarge or Osclove, or I'm saying his name wrong, is the main artist for Vanilla Expanded. And I know at least in Anomaly, he was hired by Space and Ludion to do some of their art. So I don't know if that's the case here too, but they've actually had some cross-pollination there, as it were. So that does not surprise me. Oh, and I think some of these things were in the game before, and they modeled the vehicles in the mod off of that. So yeah, pretty dang nice. I guess for now, we'll put the waste like way up here, and then I'll think about some more. I just want to make sure I have a spot to put it so I don't get surprised. So I want waste. Clear all. Toxic waste packs. I don't feel like we need to freeze it. So yeah, we'll do that for now. We can manually go up there and huff it a little bit if we need a bump. Oh, and there's my smoke on. So far, it hasn't been ridiculous. It's been like a couple hours at max. I was thinking it was going to do that for like days. Okay, we're going to need to hunt you. I think tomorrow we're going to have to take you out because you're eating my stuff. And you are not, yeah, you are not tamed. It's midnight, buddy. Come on, get this done. There you go. Take a nap. Okay, we need to get that second back. That's just going to be a big mood hit that we don't need. Where are we at on our psychite dependency? 1.6 days. Okay, we're all right. Okay, you need to lose your certainty in Eclipse. Well, don't worry, guys. We're not going to have any power problems. We've finished solar power. Randy's like, oh, did you now? That's cute. That's cute. Okay, I also could really use some new storage options. I have some expanded storage stuff, but they all need wood. And there's like no wood on this map. There really is like no wood. And there's a couple that we've already harvested. Ooh, hello. I want to try to get out and haul as much stuff as I can while there's no bog dogs on my map. All right, get some breakfast. Cabbage goop. I really wish it would prioritize using this up. What are you working on? You're gonna go meditate, okay. I want to try to catch her when she's done. I'll tell you what, would you please haul this inside? You've got to go, man. You can't be doing this. Level 9 in plants. Okay, hang on. I want you to come do a couple haul jobs. I want this inside right now. This is literally our lifeblood. And we spent all that work getting it actually through. Yeah. Get that one. All of it inside and all that inside. Yeah, you just need to take care of that. We spent all that work to actually get it grown. I don't want it rotten while it's outside. Okay, let's get Boomy Boy done here. All right, we'll put you on hunt. You come up here. And you. All right, let's just do it. All right, fire at him. Fire at him. It's like he knew. It's like he knew. All right. Deal with it. I want to do it while the Psychite's young, in case I lose some of it. Mox, would you go help with that? Alright. Come on, guys. Get it out. Get it out. Try to save those plants. I can't have him in here eating all my stuff. This is not going to work for me. Fire. Yes, game, and I do see that we have a fire. That is correct. And I see you too, buddy. So it was him. The trash panda. God, fire is so dangerous. Probably, if I had more fertile soil, I would have made some fire breaks in there, but we just don't. Alright, I'm not going to chase you across the map. Nope, that's fine for now. Okay, do we have anything else? Yes, we do. Would you... haul. We gotta get the gold inside, guys, come on. We already got robbed once and lost like half of our silver. It was pitiful. Still need to do that second, too. Man, there's just so much to do. There's so much to do. The ancient smoke vents are stopping. Excellent. Check your overlays when the vent is active. You'll be able to tell... be able to wall that off and make a pollution hotbox. Interesting. Is it actually doing pollution, though? I haven't noticed... I could be misremembering things, but I think, don't wasters get a health thing when they're huffing pollution? I don't think it's actually giving me any toxins. She should be having problems if it is. Also, you really need to have a crisis of faith sooner. I'm kind of considering putting a corpse in there. Speed this along. Do I need to put one of your friends' corpses in there? Would that make you happy? Is that what we need to do? Okay, tomorrow morning, we're doing the ceremony. It just needs to happen. Okay, before you go to bed, I want you to pop him out. We have resurrected Holly. He's back. Oh, look at him. He's taking the garbage out. Yep, just pop that right up there. Oh, he had Scaria. Okay. I was wondering why we weren't butchering that. Oh, what a good boy. Glad to have you back. Okay. Ceremony next. We're researching for guns. We need to do the Psychite. Yeah, we need to do our Psychite and just get that done. Okay, we're up that to 2. She should do that, hopefully, before she does her dark study and research. Okay, also, we're gonna need... okay, we need our other machine. So we need some more room, is what this is telling me. I need another machine to make the cores so we can make our bots. I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll build here. So I'm gonna need a bunch of bricks, so... we need to keep taking stuff apart. Work on those. Yeah, we're also taking this apart. We're gonna build some defenses here. You can make 2 rec rooms, one with pollution, one without, and then zone ponds. Okay. Yeah, that would be a decent solution. Yeah, I've done pollution stuff before, but I usually do it on pure wasters. I'm not planning on staying pure wasters. We are an equal opportunity crew around here. Yeah, there we go. She's on the drugs. Yeah. There it is. There it is. All right, let's see how much we actually get from this harvest, and we'll decide if we're growing enough Psychite or not. We needed at least 12 to 15 between when we got here and when we actually started, and we kind of had an emergency with 9. Okay, so that's enough. That's enough, okay. I want to make sure we can make it to the next harvest. Perfect. Also, nobody should be hopping that go juice at the moment. Okay, bringing the gold in. Excellent. Our gold and silver is inside, so we're not going to get robbed as easily this time. Okay, star. We have enough limestone. I'm trying to get some excess art. No. I'm trying to get some excess art so we could sell it. We've sold, I think, one piece. And do limestone also. Okay, we also were working on Ruin's bedroom. Oh, I need to do that ceremony. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Okay, let's do the ceremony. That's gotta happen. Change role. We're gonna have Star be the second. Begin. All right, everyone show up. Star, you have to redo your speech. Star offered thoughts on how her brain power makes her suited for the role. Star talked about her dedication to her beliefs. Star offered thoughts on taking responsibility. She offered thoughts on the importance of her new role. Star discussed the responsibilities of her new role. Star spoke about decision-making under stress. Yeah, maybe don't go on an insulting spree in the middle of a firefight with Marines. Star offered thoughts about taking responsibility, talked about thankfulness. Spoke about her weaknesses and how to overcome them. Dedication to her beliefs. All right, I think we're just gonna... Yeah, excellent, nice. Okay, if we wanted to change role, and no, new role, captain. I don't remember how cranky this makes people, but I kind of just want to get the role. You know what? Let's just do it. Because we could be running things like the worker effect. All right. Well, if you get to be second, I get to be captain. Ruin offered thoughts on the social structure of the community. You could also keep Flake in the rec room so only the wasters use it. Yeah, usually I don't have too many problems. I am running a slightly modified drug policy, but if we start having problems, we sure could. I don't know what mod I had. It was probably stock up. I like to have them combat carry like one dose, so in combat we can take a bump if we need it. That may... I don't like adding mods mid-run. That's just asking for trouble, but I may do a little bit of hunting and see if I can find one. Because I would sure... I would sure like it if I could have you stock up on like one dose or carry around the go juice. Just... There's no reason to have it and not have it available during an emergency. And I don't think I can do... Yeah, because all I can assign is medicine here. Alright, Ruin offered thoughts on his weaknesses and how to overcome them. Get me a better bedroom. That's how you're going to overcome it. Okay, excellent. Alright, how cranky are you? Are you chill? Alright, you have an awful bedroom. Your recreation is unfulfilled. You're in darkness, you're drowsy, and you're greedy. Okay, he's chill. Also, are you bleeding or something? I guess you were bleeding when you went through there. Certainty down to 63%. Alright, well, we're working on it. Mox, how about you do a solid? Let's do a little bit of clean here. No, don't do that. I want to clean and clean. What do you want to do? Studying... Oh, okay. That's fine. We do have the ambient horror setting on, so I do have some anomaly stuff. We need to make a mind about something Lorelei. Is this planet set before or after it was within Shadow Empire? I think probably during Shadow Empire, obviously. I mean, ironically enough, Rimworld totally could be set in the same universe. Okay, tomorrow we'll finish our farming technique and we will invent scarecrows. That'll be exciting. And then we'll go back to working on guns. We're kind of having to just do our basic stuff. Also, we need to open this crate. God, I need her just to get recruited. I need more hands. Thank you, Holly. You are the hero that we need. What are you doing? Hauling. Oh, there were some marble blocks. Okay, that's fine. Why are you hauling above? What's wrong with your art? Oh, I didn't tell it to do a +1 again. I keep forgetting to do that. The heck are you? A duckling? Slaughter. No ducklings eating my crops. Not having that. This would be a minor nation mid-run. They already have stratagems played. See the Archotech everywhere, and the nations are already forming. Yeah. We're gonna rise to a major power. You mark my words. Hey, we're actually gonna pick up that wood? Okay. Apparently those duck eggs hatched is what I'm getting over here. Raw fungus rotted away. Yeah. For some reason I thought that this prioritized the thing that was gonna rot away the soonest, but obviously that is not the case. Or maybe the meat was still quicker. When you're done, would you merge that, please? And would you merge that, please? And would you merge that, please? All right, she's gonna get started on her art. What are you up to? 3.94. Okay, we're gonna hit 4 on this one. Wasters are genetically disposed to not be good artists. This is not a good strategy. This is just for my fun roleplay. So Shadow is Arco. Oh, Shadow's definitely Archotech. Shadow's like 100% Archotech. Remember, the monolith is just like corrupted Archotech stuff, which would be right exactly what the Shadow is in Shadow Empire. That actually fits really well. Because remember, the Shadow is like this weird... He's like a nanite cloud quantum machine being thing. Which is like exactly what the monolith for the Archotech stuff is. Okay, blowback operation. Alright. I have invented... scarecrows. 50 hay and cloth. Okay, we're not growing any hay. Let's change that. I should have thought about that while I was doing that. Sure. Grow some hay grass. What are you doing, Mox? Hauling steel. Oh, she must have queued that up before I set the next job. All right. Holly, how you doing? And actually, we should change this. This is Holly 2. We'll keep a tally how many times Holly dies. Putting green. Putting green. Give me some more. You just mean growing stuff? Also would really like to get a shelf in here. I'm so torn. I have like an allergic reaction to using steel to do constructions, but we have no wood. So I'm not feeling that. Oh, putting green for golf. Gotcha. Putting green. Gotcha. Well, we have the tall grass here, so you're gonna have to use the large irons to get out of that. Okay, Ruin is not having a good day. What are your problems? We're greedy. We need wreck. We're soaking wet. We have an awful bedroom. All right. We will continue to try to work on your bedroom, man. I'm sorry. No. Please haul that. You're going to come all the way here and do that. That is one thing I wish they would do a little bit more. Again, I usually run, I think it's called While You're Up. So whenever they queue up a new job, they look around and see if there's anything they could haul at their current location. Spoiled by all these hauling mods I normally run. I'm not used to the pain of vanilla hauling. Okay, you are having a bad day, man. We don't have a beer. Okay, down to 61. We're slowly making progress. What else could we do to make her have a crisis of belief? I guess it would be put a body in there. We could go grab a skeleton and drop it. I mean, she's already ridiculously bad. How do you have low expectations? You're not part of the colony. My rival... Oh, she's happy because her rivals died. All right, well, those will wear off at some point. Priority for the nutrient paste machine is weird priorities given to the bottom left. Then it goes counterclockwise. Oh, okay. I must have been, again, running a mod that did that. All right, we're cleaning that up. Does that mean we're done over here? No, it sure doesn't. Yeah, I think I want to give us some more room over here. We'll make like a mechanator closet, but I want the grow land back too. Expand some of our stuff. Kind of weird we don't get anything back from those. Scowls back. Come on. Come on. Have a huge crisis of belief. $58. Okay, so we're getting about 2 to 3% a day. It's not great. It's not great. It's 88 inside because I'm not cooling this room. How hard are you running? I think you're just fine. I'm considering adding another vent, or maybe we just need to give this its own. Oh, because we're not running you. Okay, let's flip you back on. We have some more power generation now. Maybe that'll be all right. And then hopefully that'll just come through here, or we could vent there if we needed to. Have we started the organ harvesting yet? No, we're not really into organ harvesting. We're just trying to get the basics done at the moment. We're having labor shortages. This is maybe this is like Shadow Empire. We're having HR problems. All right, that's totally fine. Man, you are just having a bad go. Granite. I kind of want to build him a dresser, but I also don't really have any good materials for it. Yeah, I just need to give him time to get work done. And Holly has nothing to haul. How do I not believe that? Do we have any more steel or anything? Actually, hold on. Why am I manually searching? We can use the new... no, let's do compacted. No. Steel. That's compacted. We want regular steel. Okay, there is stuff and it's pointing over here. Yes. All right, Holly, go get that. Yeah, I didn't know I needed a search bar in my life, but apparently I needed a search bar in my life. Just check. It's kind of a newish thing. Low expectation are calculated from wealth. So spawn pawns have the expectation cause because their faction owns nothing. Oh, I guess I've never noticed on random pawns. I know about it for ourselves, but that's new to me. All right, what else could we do? What is the floor? Oh, right. We have the ancient concrete stuff. Can we smooth any of that? Maybe that could help. I don't have any better materials to really improve the floor, but we could do that one. Maybe that'll help. We can do a dresser in here. We could put a piece of art in here. Oh, speaking of, a normal small sculpture. Okay, what are we up here? Impressiveness is decent. Wealth is mediocre. It's quite spacious. It's neutral and it's dirty. Your room is awful. It's impoverished. It's rather tight. It's ugly and very dirty. Okay. But would it be ugly if you installed your sister's artwork in here? Let's try that. This carving bears illustrations of an empty button-down shirt. There's a brook far from the main subject. The work represents the artist's torture. Oh, she is a tortured artist. Okay, with that done, she's not going to have anything else. Let's take a look at her work. Star. You grow things, you do art, and that's kind of your gig. I guess you could help clean. Well, let's up your cleaning to 2. Maybe you could help a little with that if you're not farming. Okay, let's continue. Speaking of farming, we reclaimed a little bit more ground. Let's add. Our food seems to be okay. So let's make some smoke leaf. I don't like having smoke leaf around because they'll huff it and then their consciousness goes way down. They're completely useless. But I like selling it. So we're dealers around here apparently. But this rain is just absolutely killing my mood. Okay, when you're done with that, would you install that and then smooth that? We're trying to make your room a little better, man. We're working on it. You gotta go. Eating my stuff. A sight sealer review. Oh, nope, nope. Nope. I see you. Yeah. Oh, and he didn't get staggered. Okay, pull back that way, move up there. Oh, what a lucky hit. What a lucky hit. Come on. Yes! Get wrecked, nerd. How dare you hunt my sister? I have like no place to put these things. Yeah. I guess it's here. Alright. We're gonna torture him for bugging my sister. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. Alright, thanks for showing up, Mox. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that was dangerous. Okay, okay, when you're done maintaining the battery, I really do want you to install that. I want you to do that, and then clean your own room. We're gonna have break problems here momentarily if we don't do something. Isn't there a debuff to our prisoner interaction if their mood's below 35%? I always put a table chair. So there's two different things. There's two different checks for prisoners. One is to try to change their ideology. And to do that, you want them to be as miserable as possible so they have crises of faith. When you're recruiting them, you want to make it look really nice. Basically, you want to gaslight them into thinking that you have a really nice colony so they join you. So I want this to be miserable right now because I want to change her ideology before she joins us so we don't have weird problems with that. And then we'll try to spruce it up a little bit. Hey, Merrily Fish, how's it going? Okay, Ruin, how you feeling about your room now, man? You feeling a little better? Recreation depraved. Okay, apparently, for whatever reason, he's just not getting the rec that he needs. Let's add... Everyone gets an extra hour of rec. Let's see if that helps. Also, I see there's a duckling. What are you doing? God, now I'm so leery. Having sight stealers around is very spooky. Very spooky. Alright, she's on cleaning. Planted that. We're clearing some more land. No. Need this. Expand. There we go. Okay, what else can we do? Okay, awful bedroom. It's getting somewhat better. He's cold. Okay, Greedy's down to 4. He needs his psychite. Why haven't you just gone and got your psychite? 5.2 days. So you should just do it. Let's see if I need to modify their schedule. I don't think that's any problem. I'll double check. We're using this one. Maybe this is actually. On the off chance they don't take it, well, I'm not sure if I need to have addictions. I thought when you had a dependency, you would just do it anyways. Let's see if that fixes it. It sure does. There we go. Okay. I guess addiction counts as dependency for genetic purposes. Star over there just getting her bump. That is such a nice buff too. So gives you 50% pain. Pain is normally what takes pawns down. It's usually not your injuries unless it's grievous. It's pain that adds up. Adds 50% movement and lowers your sleep rate. Good combat drug. Merrily Fish says, just finished moving. My museum job starts tomorrow. Excited and tired. Wow. Man, it sucks to have to move and then immediately start something. Didn't even get some time off to, like, adjust. Was it a big move? Like, are you still in, like, the same area? Okay, duck's getting taken care of. Yeah, your mood is still garbage. Blowback operation's done. Okay, blowback operation gives us auto pistols and machine pistols, but what we want is heavy SMGs at the beginning. They also buffed LMGs. I may check that out too. Okay, that's the last one, but we need that. Next will be flak armor is what we'll go for. And then we'll have what I consider the basics. Oh no. You. Nope. I mean, I guess this is like baiting a trap. we lure these animals in here so that we can hunt them, apparently. How dare you eat my rice? Nope, 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 nope. Fire at you. Fire. Ooh, we did not get a stagger. Come on. No! Okay. Alright, we're alright. We're alright. It's good. How is it, Star, that you are not the cranky one at the moment? I guess Ruin's a lot happier now. What? Oh, because you're high on Yayo. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Low food. We're fine. It would definitely help if they'd stop eating my rice. I will say that. Okay, we're gonna need you guys hauled out of the way. I don't actually have something for you, so I guess we'll stick you here. This storage. We'll say preferred, and we don't want corpses. Get our meal. It's 2,300. Yeah, my schedule's off a little bit. Our sleep is off a little funny. I think it's from that horrific fight we had. Medicine decayed away in storage. There's a hole in my roof where that drop pod came in, and we just lost like 20 medicine. Why have we not built a roof here? Why was that not repaired? Okay, well, that's painful. That's incredibly painful. We just went from having plenty of medicine to having 1 medicine. I only noticed that because I can see the rain. No, you need to finish this roof. Oh my goodness. I have never had a problem with roofs not being rebuilt. Man, Port of Hard Knocks is living up to its name. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Alright, well now we're looking to buy some medicine. Yeah, our heal route's not even close. Transport pod. Okay, what do you got? It's got Sappy. Hello, Sappy. You're a 37-year-old. You're from the Rough Pig Nation, but you're not a pig. You're a vat-grown soldier and an assembler. You have shooting, melee, and crafting. You're incapable of caring and social. You know what? You sound like you would fit in pretty nice. And you are not friendly with us, so I don't need to be gentle. Alright, furniture. Give me a sleeping spot. Mox is in the best mood. Would you go capture her? Are you gonna bleed out or anything? No. You have paralytic abrasia for 31 days. That's actually perfect. She'll be paralyzed in the prison. Yeah, she'll be paralyzed in the prison while we convert her and not cause any problems. All right. Let's go get her. Man, you imagine you crash and you're paralyzed and there's this rat there that's like, man, you're looking kind of tasty. Looking fresh. No berserk mode? Yeah, that's true. We did have to put, what was it, Pocket or whatever her name was? We had to put her down. Come on. Come on. Alright, but you seem like the kind of talent we need. Prisoner, we want to convert you. Yep. Cargo pods. Okay, apparently Randy woke up again. A bunch of Tintura. Alright, well. I mean, maybe we could sell it or something. Also, just get some of this rubble out of the way. Inspired surgery. In a similar name, Sappy is crashing upon nearby. Sappy suffering from paralytic abrasia and is unable to walk. She'll recover naturally after many days. There's also a chance of a lucky quick recovery. Paralytic abrasia can also be cured with a special operation, which requires a large amount of Glitterworld medicine. She's going to contribute once she's recovered, but will not leave voluntarily. If you don't want Sappy, you can banish her, sell her into slavery, or leave her to die. However, your other colonists may find that disturbing. Yeah, we'll accept. Nice. Okay. You're in. I'm still going to try to convert you, but we also need to move you now. I don't have a spare bedroom. Your bedroom is the hallway. All right, and you know what? All those smoke leaf joints. Wow, she has smoke leaf joints and she has beers. Bit of a little party animal, are we, Sappy? All right, I'm gonna have to feed her, so that is a consideration. I think we need to add another crop. Let's come in here and clear this. Also, let's deconstruct this door. We need to start getting these doors sealed off. I'm getting very concerned that something's gonna sneak in there. God, I can't believe we had medicine decompose. I don't know why we didn't get that roof repaired. I've never had that not happen. I didn't even think about that. Okay, it's plenty chill. Okay, down to 49. We're getting there. We got 2 mouths that we're feeding that are not contributing currently, which is a little worrisome. Okay, and then we have granite blocks. Structure. Granite. I'm just going to seal that one. Alright, Holly, where are you? Okay, you're working. Also, dang these ducks. Those ducks were more work, I swear. Another one! Holy crap! Oh, like a cat-splosion. Would it be worth rushing hydroponics? Maybe. Hydroponics will be useful. We want to be spacers, so we want to go live in a comet is our ultimate pirate-based goal. Maybe a comet made of gold. So hydroponics will definitely need to be used. And even just one hydroponic, well, probably 2. One with rice and one with cycloid would be super nice. I could keep it safe. But I'm going to stay on track for now. Heavy SMGs, black armor. We have to have those 2 things. That's the point where I don't feel like our run will be instantly ended. A group from Lusa Treaty are visiting the colony. Okay, hello. Some roast duckling paste. There you go. Okay, hang on. Holly, I need you here a second. Come here. Come here. Okay. Everyone come here for a second. Including you. Come here for a second. Alright, we're gonna do a clear here. Holly, you got point. Okay, Holly, next door. May not be the combat bot I want. Yeah, that looks always suspicious, doesn't it? Anything in here? Why did you make me just to suffer? Yeah, and I've learned that these can have booby traps even if you don't see anything. That doesn't mean there's nothing there. This actually, steel dining chairs? Yes. I've never been so excited to find a random folding chair, but here we are. All right, next. I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop here. Okay. Actually, hang on. Wait till we're in position. Okay. I think that's enough for today. Good job, team. Yes to the dining chairs. These are normal quality dining chairs. Will do. Let's uninstall that. And we will claim you and reinstall. I'll move that once we get it down here. Claim or reinstall. I'll move you. Okay, well, all kinds of things are beeping at me. That's not a good sign. Major break risk. Alright, well, just keep it cool, man. Just keep it cool. Steel table. I don't need something that big. We'll deconstruct that for the steel. Also, I can replace now, can't I? So if I use... We got plenty of granite. Granite wall. So if I just do... Space is already occupied. Are you not... You're not going to allow me to do that? Alright. We'll come back to that then when I can pay more attention. Okay. Expanding our food. What are we going to grow? We're doing some cabbage because cabbage is resistant to toxic fallout. So just in case of emergency. We're doing rice because it's the fastest, but this is not great ground for it. Potatoes would do better here than rice. Onions are resistant to blight. Let's put in the onions. I'm trying to diversify so Randy can't screw me with one event. Alright, when you wake up in the morning, would you go talk to our visitor, please? Not even growing lights, just planters for outside. Do hydroponics not fritz out when they get rained on? And do I have a mod that I'm currently running that has planters? I am so addicted to modding in this game. It's kind of funny. People always complain that I don't run mods in Dominions. But there's a reason for it. It's not that I'm against mods. I mod very heavily in some games. Oh, my visitors are leaving. Alright, you might have missed your chance, Ruin. How good's your bed? It's just normal. I'm trying to find ways to up his happiness a little bit. Making him have a better bedroom is the answer, really. So dresser would be the next thing. Forced weather for pay. A machine persona in orbit wants to perform some planetary experimentation. If she carries out her experiment, a weather control system will force the weather around here to be rainy, thunderstorm for 16 days. And we could get a Psi Trainer, a telescope, haha, a Mind Numb Serum. 8 glitter will missing. 16 days of a rainy thunderstorms, probably not gonna let my crops grow, so I don't think we can do that at the moment. That's where hydroponics is really strong. You can take all those weather quests. Okay, yeah, don't bother. They're off map. Also, we need to deal with her. I think we need to use this area. So we need to move our battery. We'll expand the hallway over. Yeah. So start by deconstructing things over there. Also, we still have this. Would somebody come open that? I don't think anything nasty can spring out of those. He says before horrible things happen. Meryl Fish says, is this the new DLC start? No, this is not the specific scenario. The specific scenario, you start with a grav ship in orbit, and you trigger a mechanoid booby trap, and the mechanoids chase you around while you have to jump around on your ship. This is a modified Crashland start, but we have the content from Odyssey. There was an event where we called down a crash ship, and we scavenged the grav core. We're having a party. All right, this is what we need. Go to the party, man. Yeah, go to the party. You guys so need to have like a mood boost. Please be an okay party. I've been enjoying myself so much. We're having a fair morning. You're right, Mox. It's certainly nice to have fair weather. It was in an impressive dining room. The party's been called off. Why? You guys were having such a good time. Okay, we're not... She keeps gaining some of her certainty back. Okay, what do we get? Tech print healing factors. This is a tech print for the research healing factors. The physical form of tech prints, blah, blah, blah. I want to know what that... I don't know what that tech is. Healing factors. Coagulator? That's smelling like a mod. Healing factors. Well, never mind. It's from royalty. It gives us a coagulator. Reduces coagulating factors in response to blood loss, reducing bleeding significantly. Major upgrade for fighters. Major. Bleeding's usually what kills you. And a healing enhancer. Releases nanomachines and healing factors that speed up wound healing. This implant only helps with physical wounds. Hello? Yes, please. I mean, we're nowhere near being able to use that, but... the Crocus League. A group of imps from Crocus League have arrived nearby. They'll wait a while and then attack. I am not a huge fan of imps. I would rather deal with wasters or, heck, even a hussar than imps. You guys are gonna go burn all my stuff, aren't you? Okay, recurve bow, short bow, recurve bow. Alright, you guys can eat the tall grass. I'll... Deal. You eat that and leave my crops alone. Alright, I think we're gonna hold this open. I'm gonna wait for them to attack, because I don't want to run all the way over there. You, go apply that tech print before something happens. While you're here... Okay, we need to... Shard animal pulsar. I wanna store that. Why are we not storing... Animal... Pulsar. There we go. All that. Contains nothing. All right, deconstruct it. Let's just build Wolverine. I was thinking the same thing, actually. You can give yourself bionic claws, too, so you could totally make Wolverine. We'd probably want to make him out of a Neanderthal, which... there's some comedy there, too. Just because they have good genes for melee fighters. Very cool. I've never actually looked at that tech. That's literally the first time I've looked at that. I've had royalty since the beginning. Shows you a thing or two, I suppose. Alright, we also have a biomutation pulsar. A one-use broad-wave psychic effector created from dark archetype shard. The device creates a pulse that reshapes the musculature of every animal in the region, turning them into terrifying creatures. Animals under your control will not be affected. Okay, we're probably not using that one anytime soon, but you never know. You never know. Alright, we'll store that too. All that, please. A steel urn. I don't like steel urns. We'll take that apart. Slate, we'll take that. That. Kind of a treasure trove of materials, if nothing else. Alright, here they come. Alright, team. Up here. Actually, no. Start, take that. Get to cover. Oh, of course. Of course. Keep firing. All right, now tend yourself quick. All right, we're all right. I feel like we win this firefight. I guess we could try to lure them out of that cover. I think we'll be okay here. He's my armored guy, so he is who I want them firing at. Alright, Mox, you're free. Star and Ruin, let's push. Go to there. Go to there. Alright, haul. You got him. All right, what do you got? Kind and Wanderlust. Yeah, nah, not doing it for me. All right, you know what to do. No, whip. Work on your melee skills. And Star, you don't need to see this. Walk away. All right, good job, team. One minor wound. I will take that. And you know what? Doctor, but no medicine, because I can't afford a medicine for just a scratch. With our one Glitter World med is all we have currently. I'm a little salty about that roof. Alright, well, considering, that's pretty good. What are you doing? You're feeding Pemmican. Yeah, that's fine. Can we do a conversion ritual on somebody who is paralyzed? I think we can. Maybe when people heal up, we'll do that. Where are we at on our ideology? We're at 2 out of 10 points. Okay. Yeah, we need to have some successful ceremonies. Okay, Matt says, looked it up, hydroponics will not short circuit outside, but of course they can be targeted by raiders. That's Sabertooth. There's also some X-Men, or well, some Wolverine where he's like a caveman. Are we actually going to get some colonists that aren't going to die? Hey, we've had a Pocos in our closet for months and she's still alive. Well, like weeks. again, that goes to show I need some more armor. So, yeah, we need to get that job done. Also, we need to reinstall your chair. I'm debating just sending him out to go do it right now. You know what? Do it. There you go. Now you can stay in bed. Infection. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We will let you have the meds. Wow. Wow. Would you self-tinge yourself? Oh, you did, but you did it without medicine. Dang it. Okay. Well, we'll do a high quality one here in a second. That is super dangerous. That is super dangerous. Of course, the one hit that we take on her and we get an infection. That's Rimworld, baby. Oh, hey, here we go. Steel scrap box is something that actually has contents. We were talking about that at one point, too. What's in the steel scrap box? It's steel! Okay, I don't know what I was expecting there. Alright. Let's expand that zone. Okay, I'm very concerned about poor Mox here. Okay, our immunity is going up faster than the infection. Alright, I changed my mind. Let's save that. We gotta be really careful because we have one box of medicine. One box of medicine. So anyone that just hopped in, last episode, we had the Mechanator, our lifter bot actually, I think broke through the ceiling, Kool-Aid Man style. And I was like, yay, we got a lifter bot. Didn't think anything of it. Nobody fixed the hole in the roof, and our medicine was sitting right underneath it. So we had like 23 medicine, actual medicine, not herbal, just decompose. And you can see my glitter world was right behind it. That is one of the biggest oofs I've ever had in Rimworld. Like, no joke. Of just complete random, like, what the heck? Okay, you are too hot. Okay, maybe we could do some art. We have some granite. Alright, granite's not really a good piece for art, but I just want to keep her inside. We have that set up. Okay, so let's queue up a piece of art. And you can stay inside and work on art since you're hot. There you go. Okay, Ruin. Yep. Good job, Ruin. Appreciate you. Okay, Mox, how we doing? Okay, yeah, we're fine. Okay, I don't need to be nearly as worried as I was because we're wasters. We're wasters. We have super immunity. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. I totally forgot that. This is, ironically, this is one of the favorite things about wasters for me. The super immunity, and I actually like psychite dependency. It gives you a bajillion metabolic efficiency. It gives you a +4 for taking things that make your people happy. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of an oof, like we had a very close call when we ran out, but beyond that, once you're past the early game, super powerful. Any mods, or are we raw dogging it? We are running a lot of mods. I can show you here just briefly. This is not everything. These are just mods that have options. Facial portraits, a bunch of just behavior tweak stuff. We're running without vanilla expanded sidecast, so I did choice a sidecast so we can at least have a couple options. Break mods so people don't murder people randomly. The mini map. Giddy up if we get something we can ride. Graying hair. If we get old people, they'll have gray hair. I know something about that. We do have looks don't matter on the rim, which nerfs like beautiful and ugly a little bit down, so they're not like +20 or -20. Minify. Walls. some royalty tweaks. Yeah, nothing like humongous here, but a lot of mods. Vanilla Psycast is extremely good. It is. I didn't want it to overpower the run, though. It tends to be something you kind of have to focus on a little bit. If Rimworld does all right, I have an interesting series I want to do that will be focused on psionics, so we'll use it then. Try to use mods that are allegedly compatible in multiplayer. Yeah, good luck. I've never tried to do the multiplayer, but I know that can be really finicky. Is that even working now? I assume it's probably not, since they added multi-threading. Yeah, I know she's got an infection. It's fine. We're wasters, man. You have to believe. I didn't believe hard enough. Yeah, we're totally fine. We're gonna beat an infection without medicine. Okay, Holly's doing that. Okay, again, the dresser is the thing I really need to be doing, or working on getting these doors switched out. So let's actually take these doors off. That'll give us some materials. Our food is okay, but going down nervously. Okay, we'll have some more rice coming here in a second. We'll be all right. We're feeding 2 people who are not contributing. Okay, I don't need to see that. Animal wandering away. All right, we'll kill the duck. Tattered apparel. Oh, she's not wearing pants. Are you mad about that? Yeah, you are mad about that. Well, I'll tell you what. One of the most annoying mods that we used to have, that we don't need anymore, is dress prisoners. So I'll tell you what, lady. Moxie, when you wake up, force target to wear pants. Listen, lady, I don't know what it's like where you come from, but we have dignity here. There you go. Have pants. That's such a small quality of life thing, but when that mod was broken, it was misery. So if you like to do things like I did, like take everything your prisoners own and then give them like a crappy jumpsuit or something, that was so incredibly fiddly because you had to like zone it in here and get it hauled and hope they equipped it and yada yada yada. Now we can just force wear people, and you can do it when I think they have to be disabled. So I think they need to be in a hospital bed or prison, but still. That's fine. That also was a really bad problem if you ran child mods before biotech. Great quality of life. This DLC, Odyssey, got rid of like 10 or 20 mods I was using. Like it's actually kind of ridiculous. Yeah, study that little bugger. And when you're done, haul that smoke leaf. What is Holly doing? Where are you? Oh, you're recharging. All right, that's fine. We're still at 30. We're down to 38. Okay, we're getting there. She's going to be a really good ad for the colony. Will be good at shooting, can do some construction. We're probably not going to do a lot of cooking. We're just going to eat the paste. But she'll bring animals. Vaguely useful. We don't have anyone who can do it. And she can do some med. Snob, I don't even remember what Snob does. Believe they belong in high society and nothing more than critiquing art and brushing elbows with royalty. Well, hopefully she'll be happy because we have a royal. Ruin is a, what is he, a freeholder, I believe? Replace walls, yep, that's another one I used to run. Yeah, a lot of people complain like, oh, you just copied the mods. I totally 100% disagree with that attitude. From the pragmatic standpoint, if you tell a company you can't make content and sell it if somebody else makes a mod about it, companies will make it where in their EULA they say you can't mod. Right? Like that just isn't, you can't do that. You can't do that. And second, when you add mods into vanilla, it's better supported by the game. You don't have to be so hacky to get things to work. Like the dress patient thing, it was okay, but it didn't run great. I used to run children mod. No, don't eat the duck. Haul the duck. I used to run children mods, and they were so fiddly. So fiddly, because Rimworld was never designed to do that. Well, now, kids run seamless. Perfect. So, yeah, I love it when they do that. Now, if we had a DLC that was literally nothing but mods, it wouldn't be that great. But, I mean, in here, we added what? Biomes? Mods have done that. Spaceship? Mods have done that. Shuttles? Mods have done that. Animals? Mods have done that. But now it's all base game. So it's properly supported, and you can use that to then further mod. So I'm sure Save Our Ship will come out with a new version, and it'll be even better than it used to be because it's better supported. Okay, what are you doing here? You're doing your convert. Okay, that's fine. All right, we made another sculpture. If this is about moths, I'm going to start worrying about her obsession. This piece portrays an empty hat. The work's infused with the idea of detachment and is done in a symbolic style. It's a normal statue. Okay. Do we need another one for in here? Somewhat impressive, slightly dirty. It's pretty. We have a normal and a good statue, I believe, right? I think we need another one. Install. We'll put it right there. Also, uninstall and uninstall. We'll move our dining chairs over there. Down to 36. Low medicine, yeah, I know. Low food, yeah, I know. Royal Ascent. I won't say that we wouldn't do that, so we'll leave that one in our quest log. The vehicle mods. I was really suspecting that this DLC was going to have vehicles. I wonder if that's on the to-do list. Because, I mean, I feel like we're getting closer and closer. Whoops. Reinstall. There. Reinstall. There. You know what, buddy? Would you do that first? So we have our dining tables. Thank you. All right, now we have a little bit more comfort. Those were nice little finds. Okay, we're gonna deconstruct that. Yeah, it's a little slow going here, but it's just stuff that needs to get done. And I think I would like to deconstruct those doors. We're going to replace these with walls and start just trying to make ourselves a little more barricaded in here. Hey, Sin, how's it going, man? Making me want to do a playthrough? Always time for more Rimworld, man. Okay, we still also need to get this bedroom. One thing at a time. Oh, thank you, Holly. So happy about that. Royal Tribute. You know what? We actually have gold. That's so rare. I never have gold sitting around. And that's raising the value of my colony a lot. So maybe we give some of the gold away. I'll think about that. Because we're sitting on 161 gold, which is a huge amount, frankly. Also, when we expand over here, maybe I can make him a little bit better bedroom. Maybe he gets the better bedroom and then she can inherit this one. That might be something we could do. Right here, I think. Okay, let's... Probably we'll have regrets here, but let's go ahead and cut through there. Debating starting a new game on the Steam Deck in 1.6. Cannot afford Odyssey yet. 1.6 itself is really good too. There's a lot of quality of life in there. Have I ever done Song of Sticks? I have not. I know what it is, and I know it's getting close to 1.0. Just depending on the schedule at the time. I may try picking it up in 1.0. It's just been something I just haven't had time to do. I don't know if there'll be a huge viewership for it, but maybe. Like, it's right up my alley. It's my type of game. All right, when you wake up tomorrow, Ruin, would you talk with her? I can't get over this flak dress. That is hilarious. Also, remark how different my console streams have been from all the newer stuff since 1.2. One of the perks of being a multi-platform gamer. Yeah, I am just PC. That's all I do. I love showing off that Rimworld console is still Rimworld, even if it hasn't been won't be updated. What DLC, if any, do they have in there? You detected a hunter silent of Cancer Party. I would love to actually go raid that. We could maybe capture some wasters, but we can't afford to be feeding multiple prisoners right now. We already have 2 deadbeats. Okay, so we could give gold. Gold gives us some honor. I don't think we want a new title until we get him solved, though. I don't want to give away Apokos. She is going to join us. So we're going to say no. No, thank you. And you know what? You guys can hang around, though. You can be my free defense squad. Make him into a ghoul. We don't have the tech yet. We are researching entity containment at the moment. The only DLC available for RCE is Ideology and Royalty. Are they not going to add the other DLCs? I don't really follow the news for Control, or for consoles. Okay, with that rice in and the new cabbage crop, we're going to be just fine. What are you at? I really need those hands. 37%. However, I can only make videos or stream on the PS5. Not very easy to do it from the Steam Deck. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's done much streaming from Steam Deck. If I was going to get a handheld, it would definitely be a Steam Deck or some equivalent of it. That has been very good for the PC ecosystem. Plus, that's been helping them develop SteamOS, which I have hopes can replace Windows. I'm so sick of Windows. I fiddle with my Windows 11 install constantly to keep it up and running. You just have to have everything ticking over just right if you're going to try streaming, because any little problem will start being worse and worse. I love that we have all these animals showing up because we've actually planted grass so they have food. That's kind of a cute little detail. A duck! No, not you. Not you. Slaughter the duck. That damn Randy and his duck event. I've spent so much time slaughtering ducks. Linux is really rough on games at the moment, still very touchy unless it's specific. Yeah, SteamOS is going to be the savior. The problem that they have, a lot of modern games that are multiplayer use kernel level anti-cheat, and you can't run kernel level anti-cheat through an emulator on Linux emulating Windows. At least no one's been able to do it yet. But you know what? I trust Gaben and Valve more than I trust Microsoft. So here's hoping. Okay, let's get these hauled. Let's get those hauled. Random component. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's another openable box. Somebody asked about these last time. I was like, I haven't seen any. So they're here. They're just mixed in with the junk, essentially. What are you doing? Marble wall. Okay, that's fine. All right. People passing by. 2 components. I'll take it. Not a high bar. Well, you know what? It's the bar that's so low we're tripping over it at this point. When I built this new machine last summer, specifically for gaming and streaming, Windows would not sell me Windows 10. Even though I was like, I know it's going to get outdated, I would rather be on Windows 10. They literally would not sell it. So I'm on Windows 11, not by choice. And moving up to Windows 11, there was a sound capture bug with OBS that was a Windows problem and wasn't solved until 24H2, which was like 6 months later. And 24H2 broke a bunch of games. So it is just absolutely a clown show at Microsoft. An absolute clown show. XP was good, 7 was good, 10 was okay. We're having collapsing roofs. I thought we were told to remove the roofs. Remove roof area. Where's my roofs that you are collapsing? All right, maybe that was a one-off. Sheep join. I have a nasty habit of loving to ranch, even when it's not very good. I kind of want to do a playthrough where we herd sheep. We'll do the Scottish play, or the New Zealand play. Rimworld Kiwis win. All right, you guys are in. You're gonna need a pin. Maybe the food will just attract them. I don't have anyone who can do animals at the moment. Down to 31. Okay, we're getting there very slowly. I've been using Windows since 3.11 as well. Was done with Microsoft after the XP debacle. The rug pull was 7 and killing. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I think the root problem is twofold. One, they want a stupid OS that can run on like tablets and phones and on desktop. Those are not the same thing. I don't want a tablet touchscreen UI. I'm on PC because I want to be on a PC. That's garbage. I don't want it. And two, they want to turn Windows into a live service. That is what they really want. The second they think they can get away with that, they're going to do it. So you'll have to pay $5 or $10 a month for your Windows to work. That's what they really want. Complete garbage. I'm praying that SteamOS is good enough. Because the thing is, like, I need DaVinci Resolve to work on it. That's what I use to make my videos. I need OBS to run on it. So I need all these other things to also work on it before I can switch. Sin is ancient, sin is eternal. My family was, my parents were teachers, so we had a Mac as my first computer because Macs are for education. That's what it used to be. But my second computer was a Windows 95. Okay, we're cleaning out those doors, and what we really want is actually right here. Build me wall. Yep. Just retrofitting this to be more defensive. We got a long ways to go on that. Hopefully we have enough blocks. We did, okay. We just delivered them and then called it a day? Alright. Slowly but surely we're getting somewhere. Oh, I knew it. Oh, you went to a sleep. Actually, okay, legit. I could use the sleep spots to lure those over too. Sure, there you go. Because I don't think I can hitch those, can I? If I do a caravan hitching post, I don't think, because those are pin animals. I promise you, SteamOS is powerful. I know people who use it on their deck. Yeah, I've seen a few people that have like kind of hack installed it on desktop, and it's running pretty good. For games, it's usually at least equal to Windows 11 or better in some games. Anomaly Stunny room finish. Nice, Banders. Michael Holland says, sorry if this has been asked, but what order would I buy the DLCs? I actually have a DLC tier list if you want to see me really ramble about that on the channel. But in my opinion, for me, I think Biotech is still my number one. Odyssey is very new, so I don't know where I would place that. my initial thought is maybe number 2. And then after that, I would probably say royalty brings you the empire, and the empire is kind of cool, but they're kind of a use them or don't use them thing. It also brings side casts, which I really like. So I have a lot of love for that. Ideology is kind of cool because you can make themed colonies. So if you want to do the classic cannibal colony or raider colony or whatever it is, that's pretty cool. So those two are kind of equal. Anomaly is last in my book. I don't think anomaly, unless because it's so specific. So that's where I would put things. Biotech for me though is a game changer. I love aliens, and that while they're not really aliens, the xenotypes are basically aliens. And having the kids really make the colony feel good. That was one of the mods that I struggled with the most before that. So I was very happy to see that mainlined. Okay, we did finish cutting through our wall. We're gonna need to move our batteries somewhere. I don't know where yet. All right, deconstruct those walls. We'll just leave that alone for now. Okay, over here, I think we're gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4. I like having double walls to my outside, so maybe we won't do it on that side. I want to make a better bedroom for Ruin. So if we could go up to, in fact, if he's leader, I think we could go max size here. So we'll go a 5x5. He gets the real good stuff. We'll start working on that. That also means I don't want this door. I'm going to want to replace that with a wall. I don't like this because this is breachable, but I need room. So that's what we're doing. Anomaly integrates well into late game, but if you're doing a pure anomaly playthrough, it's pretty boring. I did an anomaly playthrough on the channel. I didn't finish it because the viewership was just so bad. I thought it was a pretty fun game. I enjoyed the playthrough. It's got a neat little story, and my only good short is like the intro promo commercial for it. I'm still pretty proud of that short. But I agree. If you want to do an SCP run, Anomaly's got you covered. If you don't, Anomaly's probably going to annoy you. I think I do appreciate that Ludion seems to have taken the feedback to heart. All right, gas operation. Nice. Okay, good. Next, flak armor. Flak armor. We can't do this. Why? We need plate armor. Plate armor research. All right, we need a machining table, which means we need more room, which means I need stuff to happen over here. I guess we could just dump it in a room for now. Yeah, we could just dump it in a room for now. So we need the... Oh, see, I do have a planter box. I can make you out of bricks, too. We may actually put in some planter boxes, because that would give us some more growable space. Okay, crematorium, machining table. You know what? For the time being... Yeah, I know, it's not a workshop. One of the things in the new patch, they really want you to have your benches in dedicated rooms, so you get work penalties when they're not in the correct room. I'm working on it, game. I'm working on it. What are you doing? Just replanting. Okay. All right, you are eating my food. I think I do want to get rid of you. You're causing her to have to plant more. The boomalopes I'm willing to tolerate. Do you have Scaria? You do. I'd like to get rid of you too. In the scarlands that we're playing in, Scaria is really common. So a lot of these animals have it. You're running around eating my crops, aren't you? I'm gonna have to think really hard about you. Oh! Or I won't! Because apparently I am able to hit you. Okay, perfect. Cool. Alright, we just need to get around to it is what that means. 29% certainty. And there's our machining table. Okay, so right now, we have a normal assault rifle, so we're good there. You two, I think this is okay, but I would sure love to have a spare at least. We also could use helmets. Give me 2 helmets out of steel. Yes. We could change out one of their guns for an LMG just for the stopping power. I don't hate that idea. We don't really need it either though. Okay, for now just give me the helmets. We kind of lucked out at our Ancient Danger, it gave us so much good stuff. Alright, what are you working on? Leading ram, okay, yeah, just get it done. It's fine. Wait a minute, I forgot. Our second has the convert power. We should have been spamming this on you. Star, go tell her the amazing things about joining the crew of the Heartless. I totally spaced on that. No pun intended. Bam! Oh, I shoot. And then I remembered I also could have done that as a ceremony, which we probably should have done. Things happened. All right, get over here, Ram. They're finally catching up on Amazing Cultivation Simulator on that. Bio for life and then suddenly royalty. Looked at the mods, so many are outdated. Yeah. If I used to use deep storage, I now use the storage framework thing and Reels storage, I believe it's called. It's similar. It's got these type of things. It's like it's got like the meat hooks and weapon racks, etc., etc. I like it a lot. There's a bug right now though with 2x2 storages and ships. So don't put a 2x2 storage on a ship. It'll go bad. Sorry about that. Fix my chat there. Conversion ritual. Yeah, I totally should have done that. I spaced on that. Haven't been playing enough Rimworld, obviously. Next time that's up, we'll do it. 17. Yeah, we're getting there. Research finish. Entity containment. All right, I kind of want a proxy detector so I don't have site stealers sneak inside. As boring as that is, that's kind of trauma. All right, Star has nothing to do. And we have marble blocks. I think I see a solution here. Marble. Make a piece of art. Your dream will come true, Star. She's up to 4.85. Where are we at? Okay, heal root soon. I don't have to be so worried. Alright, get in here, little bugger. There you go. Alright. I'm sure some monster will come and eat my sheep. Okay, also we're getting lots of random stuff sitting around. Could I add stockpile zone? And what I want in here is furniture. There we go. So we can clean this up some more. The thing you don't like about Amazing Cultivation Simulators, the 3D models on the 2D background. The thing I don't like about Amazing Cultivation Simulator is the social minigame. That thing is bonkers. Hopefully Amazing Cultivation Simulator 2. Hopefully it's good. I'm a little worried. One, They're making it sound like it's supposed to be an open world sandbox and not a sect builder, which makes me very sad. And two, it was supposed to come out like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And the fact that it hasn't also makes me a little nervous. They're just turning it into Tale of Immortal? But we already have Tale of Immortal. Is this Tale of Immortal at home? There's been good changes. Yeah, you're going to hear this a lot, but I also have a playthrough of Tale of Immortal. A full playthrough. It was a pretty good one, I have to say. I did it with the Five Blossoms DLC. Okay, people passing through. Smoke vents are on. All right, somebody asked about overlays for pollution. I don't even know what that one looks like because I don't normally have to use it. It's heat, resource, pollution. We are actually not polluted except where I dumped the garbage. So no pollution from the smoke. That's not what I wanted to do. That one's what I want. Okay, Ruin is getting his psi focus up. We actually could use a word of trust on her. So she'll be ready to recruit as soon as we get this ideology fixed. All right, we got 2.2 days and we'll try the conversion ritual. Kinshi 2? Kinshi's on the short list. That we're gonna do a Kinshi playthrough very soon. Very soon. It sounds like Amazing Cultivation Simulator themed Harvest Moon. Didn't we have? Don't we already have one of those? I'm pretty sure there already is a farming cultivation game. The biggest sleeper change in 1.6: prevent the cutting of special trees. True dat. True dat. Kinshi might break. I played Kinshi. It's not that it's hard to play. It's just I don't know if I can be entertaining enough to let people watch it while streaming. I prefer streaming over highly edited videos, but the viewership may not agree. We'll see how Rimworld does, because it's going to be a lot of crossover between those two. Rimworld being the more popular of them. All right, come on. Come on. Get that ideology down. 15%. Soon, Tien, soon. All right, we're cleaning this up. Okay, so marble, we got 14. I need to decide what material I'm going to make the walls out of here. And I guess it's going to be marble. That would be the nicest walls. All right, give me structure. Give me marble. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's going to be his new bedroom. Made a small sculpture. All right. This one's a poor one. Divinity of Force. This sculpture bears a portrayal of the philosopher eating a carrot. The triangular structure of the image almost conflicts with the detail-oriented style. 2 rifle-wielding llamas appear in the upper part of the image. All right, we'll sell that one, Star. We'll sell that one. I think that's a great one. Yeah, we'll sell that one. We can overlay new materials. Yeah, that's true. So we could do these ones. Actually, these are already marble, apparently. But yes, you can. Replace one of my mods. All right, we're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. Stay strong. Smooth. This doesn't rough stone. Oh, that's marble already. Oh, never mind. Okay. Just looks a little weird. What are you doing? Viewing art. Okay, it's fine. Also, I see we have a bunch of granite. Do we need to do any more door replacements? I need to clear some more rooms before we do. We'll get there. Put it up on the fridge. That's what we did. This was her first piece of art. So we put it up on the fridge in the dining room. And this was a normal sculpture with an inspiration. So wasters are not good artists, but don't tell Star that. Darkened sky. Okay, ritual opportunity soon. In 2 days, we'll be able to do Jubilee of the Archotechnics. That's somebody else's junk. I don't care about theirs. Okay. Our battery also needs a new home. We'll figure something out. Toxic. Oh, yeah, toxic waste. I'll tell you what, next time I have Star when she has nothing to do, I'm going to have her go huff some pollution just to remind myself how much I need to do. Yeah, next time you're not busy. Also, did we make those helmets? We didn't. Okay, so helmets are going to be... It's like crap. That's probably tailoring or smithing. 5, 9. That's on Sappy. How long till you're up, Sappy? Because I would love to have somebody make some better helmets. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you actually have some value. Alright, alright. Also, you have a sidearm of a beer. No, you don't. We'll deal with you when you get there. 24 more days. I don't think I want to wait 24 more days. I think we're going to force Ruin to do that. I think we're going to force him to do it right now, actually. I want to get helmets for these two before somebody gets shot in the head. Okay, that's plate armor. Now flak. And actually, hang on a second. Alright, you can finish the one you started, but I should hold off, because we can make flak ones. Are we rushing the suits? I mean, I guess we're kind of heading in that direction, but no, we were just getting the basics. I can craft heavy SMGs now, and I'm working on the flak armor. To me, that's like the start of the game when you get those two techs. Because before that, yeah, you're very vulnerable. Where did you take that? Oh, Star immediately put on a helmet. Good girl. Good girl. All right. We also need a wall here, if you don't mind. You know what? Her cleaning is higher than her mining. I should go change that. I want her to get the mining done. Yeah, that should do that. What are you doing? Okay, we need some more supplies. Okay, if you're gonna run all the way over here, you should carry it back when you leave. Get some lunch. Build your wall. That needs to move. We also are gonna need a door in here. And it's gonna have to be steel. Oh, wait a second. I did not do that right. All right, well, wink and wink. There. Steel door goes there. That makes more sense. Yeah, you actually have some value. Not something you want to hear during your probationary period. No, no. What you don't want to hear is, so you don't have any good skills, huh? Oh, you're a pyromaniac. Annoying voice, huh? I'm actually really happy. These are both really decent pawns, frankly. But, yeah, we just need them to get done. I just need them to be done. 18 hours, we could do the conversion ceremony. Yeah, so I definitely need these bedrooms, like, sooner rather than later. That probably means I should work on this bit here too. All right, let's take those out. This one doesn't need to be as big. This can just be a 4x4. I mentioned this last time, but I really enjoy like retrofitting ruins. You get these weird, ugly bases. It keeps me from doing 11 by 11 boxes. I mean, why play in a giant ruined post-apocalyptic city if you're gonna make your own thing? Life's too short from true dat. What you do is not who you are. Well, I hope you make good decisions. Okay, ruin, we kind of need that done because we're open to the outside world at the moment. Thank you. Raccoon self-tamed. I got some bad news for you, raccoon. Is there an optimal size for bedrooms or other specific rooms? Yes, there is. We are playing with an ideology thing that doesn't mind tight spaces as much, and I'm running a mod that lowers it a little bit, and they lessened the penalty for small rooms in 1.6. So for me, my standard bedroom is a 4x4. That's what I normally run, but that's with all those caveats on there. If you have these ones, you can end up getting tight space. I think it will show on this. So if you look here, you have space, rather tight. This 3x3 room somehow equals 11 space. I don't know exactly how they calculate that. I think it might have to do with the door, maybe. So it's rather tight. Whereas, like, my dining room is 53, which is quite spacious. Also, we're having power problems. That's not very cool. All right, flip that switch. And actually flip that switch. No, not the light. Flip that switch. Oh, that's so annoying. Somebody go get the switches. 1.6, we may not even need that ceremony. I guess we could use it on her. Actually, and that may be a good idea because we're not going to be able to just spam conversion attempts. Soon, TM, soon. Yeah, no problem, Sin. I literally do not mind people asking questions. As long as we don't stray too far off of topic, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Share my meager knowledge. Animal filth. Yeah, that's because you have a raccoon inside. Won't someone rid me of this raccoon? Alright. Somebody will get to it. Conversion! Conversion! Yes! Oh wait, prisoner. Recruit. And she's at 0, so this should just work. I don't suppose you could do this right now. No, you can't force it. Quest available, and then what the heck was that? I swear I just saw something crash. Okay, conversion. We did it. She changed her ideology. Done. New quest. Divine Divus Robert Nugfer Rondifer of Araria needs extra hands to help set up a settlement. He's asking for one colonist of 13 years or older for 6 days. He'll send a shuttle to pick them up. Okay. Okay. So I could get a small Vanomatic power cell. This just produces power for nothing. I think we're in. I think we're in. All right. We'll accept. Star, it's going to be you. And I'll tell you what we're going to do here. We're going to run the conversion ritual on Sappy if I can do it. before she leaves, so we can use that cooldown. Okay, so can I do... You must have the role of loyalizer of the Architects? Excuse me? No, I shouldn't. What's that doing? It's trying to do it off of, like, her ideology for some reason. That's Jubilee. Conversion Ritual. It's because we need this one. There's nobody to convert to the way of the Heartless. You need a colonist or a prisoner. Okay, I can't do it while she is in this mode, I guess. Okay. Sag. Alright, Star, get in the shuttle. It'll be good for you to experience the world a little bit. Have a little adventure without your big brother around. Also, I need that power cell. Alright, Mox, I need you to mine these out with her gone. Boom. And here's my power cell. Juicy, juicy. Small manometric power cell. Generates a very small amount of free energy forever without using fuel. This technology is developed by Architects and is beyond even most Glitter World society. While nobody knows exactly how it works, Skull believes that it somehow extracts energy directly from fluctuations in the quantum foam. It's going to give me 450 watts forever for free. Yes. Yes. I don't have a good place to put it. It's going to go in the dining room for now. Ruin, immediately go install that. What a great reward there. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, pods arrived. Okay, that was our rewards. Sure. What are you working on? Okay, getting some more marble. We'll need a little marble for your room. Okay, also, you said you couldn't do that. Smooth walls. Do that. Okay, as soon as we get a chance to recruit here, we'll have 3 people. And I guess she could bum in Star's room for now, while Star's gone, until we get his room done. Are we gonna have enough wood? Yes. I think we're gonna preemptively, if I have the tech. We do not have a royal bed. Meditation throne, no. Oh, yes. Royal beds need gold. And we'll put the bed here. We're just getting ready since he's gonna go up the royal tiers anyways. And we need a bed anyways. Are you doing it? Oh, he's gonna do it. He's so ready for this. He's like, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I didn't think about this, but okay, good. I was gonna say, we don't have crops that need harvesting, do we? And we don't. All right, please don't botch this. Please be at least normal. At least normal. Please, please, please. Gore Hulks? Ugh, gross. Ruin's the only guy. Yes, currently he is. No, those are both female. I'm pretty sure that's a female. Yeah, female. It gets weird. I've been waiting for this. Apparently we got tired midway through building our bed. Some people can't even make their bed, much less build their bed. Alright, Mox is just researching up a storm. Cheering up Patience, who sleeps in the hallway. A little awkward, frankly. All right, back up. We're awake at 3 a.m. to continue building our bed. Would you please go do the recruit? You're killing me, man. You're killing me. Is it time? Nope. Nope. Now we're going to go meditate for a little bit. Ruin, you're killing me, man. Just do it. Just do it. I need a third pair of hands. What work are we going to have you working on? She could help with some construction. I think to have her start, we'll probably have her just do repairs. The vents are back on. Dang. And a solar flare. Okay. Sure, why not? Attempting to recruit. Attempting to recruit! And a distress signal. Alright, hang on, distress signal. Are you any good at curing sicknesses and dressing wounds? I won't answer any of your questions. Jeez, you don't get bored with doing nothing in here all day? You'd be better off joining forces with the Heartless crew. I love these little speech bubbles. You should tag along with us. Glare. And she's in. She's in. Alright, now you can wear clothes. And we need to set up a schedule. Monks. You actually can share your schedule. Both of them. Work. I guess we could get them both set up here. So, patient on 2. You're actually an okay doctor, but I would prefer that Mox actually does it, generally speaking. Please help with the nursing. Definitely don't want you to do surgeon work. You guys can both have bed rest. Basic. Rearming. Handles fine. If we're gonna do any cooking, you can do it. Hey, that also means you could do the butchering. Okay, cool. That means you don't have to do either of those. Hunting, we'll see what weapon we... Well, you have range. You're probably going to start with an SMG, though. I mean, that's still fine, I suppose. And you can do repairs. That's going to be your main job. Yep, okay, let's start with that. All right, go get yourself some clothes. You pervert. A poor shirt. Okay, she's cleaning. All right, let's get you some more gear. So I want you... I don't want to use the Hellfire rifle. That's kind of used for special occasions. For now... Oh, that's the bio-coded one. That's right. All right, well, for now... 75, 85. Equip that a revolver. All right, let's turn this back on and let's make an SMG. Also could do a shotgun. You know what? Let's do a shotgun. Yeah, let's do that instead. We'll do a shotgun. Chain shotguns aren't terrible. Her shooting's a little bit low. That'll help her a little bit. All right, come on, buddy. You can do it. Make yourself a nice bed. Okay, we don't currently have a prisoner, so I can actually make this for colonists, and we'll assign Sappy to that for the time being. Just give her a little nicer spot. And feed her some raw cabbage. Because we don't have any power, so we can't use our machine. Yeah. Okay, we did it. Okay, please just be normal. Please just be normal or better. Yes, okay, it's normal. I don't want poor quality. The quality affects the rest modifier. Rest effectiveness. So sleeping here is 105% effective. So you can sleep less and fill up your sleep bar. And that does matter quite a bit. Like we look here. This one is only 100%. So that is 5% more comfy. A higher quality bed would be better. You also get comfort from your bed, which is nice. All right, Ruin. I think we're going to go ahead and just move you in. We will reinstall your nightstand and your art. Put it in that corner. And your potted plant. There you go. All right, and then that means that Apokos can have that. Is that your nickname? Gotta remember to change that. Okay, you don't have a nickname. We'll see if we'll come up with one as things go along. Don't forget his stapler. Yeah, we don't want to forget the stapler, that's for sure. Okay, we also don't have any cooling over here. We'll hold off if we can. I need to refloor it. Maybe we can get a cheeky little carpet tech. What are you doing? Okay, go do that trade while you can. I want to do these so we can get the social skill. Come on. Okay, good. Okay, so we could buy some prepackaged meals. We have 357 gold. Or silver. Okay, smoke leaf joints. I will sell those off. Not selling our Yao Yao. I'm not really... If we get a Hussar, having some go juice would be really good. So maybe we'll hold on to that. Okay, I don't need the short bow. Yeah, I don't need short bows at all. I don't need the machine pistol. Let's go one less revolver. Those are all fine. Okay, the pants are decomposing. Shirt's decomposing. We can make it better than that. And that's going to use up almost all your gold, unless I want to buy something. Which I probably don't. Actually, yes, I do. You have medicine. Give me all your medicine. And then we can sell the marble statue. There you go. And we have a little bit more. All right, we'll buy one package meal. Thank you very much. All right, immediately haul that medicine, please. All right. We at least have a little bit of medicine now. I can be a little less worried. We're up to 8. All right, distress signal. I got distracted. We intercepted a distress signal from a nearby camp of Araria. A friendly voice begs for immediate assistance defending against a threat. They offer everything at their camp in return for help, including shards of powerful Arco technology. As the voice tries to explain the nature of the threat, the signal goes dead. We are probably not interested in doing that right now. Okay, we're not interested in that. They gave us a gift. 5 medicine. How kind. So we got 8 medicine off of that visit. All right, you are super cranky. Let's start fixing you. You're hungry. All right, well, you could solve that. You're doing it currently. Wet, table, darkness, tired, hungry. All right, yep, you're good. You'll be just fine. All right, power's coming back on. Not ominous, yeah. Not ominous at all. We're not quite ready yet. Not quite ready yet. Once we get the flak armor up and running, I'll be a lot more interested and a little more bold. Okay, let's take apart some more walls. I think we're gonna... We could either do carpet or we could do a marble floor. It's probably easier to research carpet and put carpet in here. How is this room, by the way? Slightly impressive. Wealth is mediocre. It's somewhat spacious. It is pretty and clean. How you feeling about your room? We did it, boys. We did it. He feels fine. He feels fine. All right. No more mood penalty for having a bad bedroom for him. Also, we have a bunch of uranium hanging around. Why don't we add uranium? Maybe let's not sleep near the uranium. Ironically, it probably wouldn't hurt a waster. It probably wouldn't bother them in the slightest. I wish he would stop going down there and doing one thing and then walking back. A little annoying there. Alright, you feeling better? Alright, I got a task for you today. I want you to go dye your clothing. A +1's a +1. Alright, also, yeah, the danger hair is not doing it for me. Yeah, let's just go for a natural look there. And then for this, what is your favorite color? You also like the ridiculously bright color. I'll tell you what, you can just have the black. Go ahead and do that. Spicy rocks. Alright, there we go. For anyone who doesn't know, if you're wearing 60% of your equipped gear with your ideology color or 60% of your favorite color, you get a +1. So there you go. You're turning over a new leaf. You're turning over a new leaf. Did you get that pistol I told you to get? Yes, you did. Also, okay, your melee is no good, but I think I would still like you to have a steel knife as a sidearm. And Ruin. Alright, when you're done, I want you to drop that knife, and I want you to equip the steel mace as a sidearm. Diversify our damage here a little bit. Alright, and Mox. While we're at it, let's do frag grenades as a sidearm for you. Okay. Get that research done. Okay, next. This bedroom needs to have mining. We don't really have any mining to do. How is your... What else can we have you work on? I guess is the question. You're absolutely terrible at mining. That may not stop us anyways. Medical, animals, cooking. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have you do some mining too. We'll just try to remember to not let you do important things. Because you can't sit around and do nothing. Also, let's get a light in here. Not where it'll end up, but at least we can work faster and walk faster if we had some light. Actually, no, not there. Right there. That way we light up the hallway for the move speed. All right, get rid of that bed in the hallway. All right, it's coming along. It's coming along. All right, if you're gonna come all the way over here, please do multiple jobs. Stop coming over here and doing like one. You're killing me, man. Oh, you are really killing me, man. You've got to do multiples when you walk over here. That's such a long distance. Yes, this. More of this. And there's Holly doing his job. There we go. Maybe we can have enough materials that when she gets back, she can immediately do a marble statue. Or we could use this for the floor in his room, which would be appreciated. All right, I'm going to be a little risky here. I'm going to clear this. Okay, we're good. Marble. Okay. And while I'm thinking of it, remove roof of that. Okay, yep. Do that for me. Okay, things are settling down some. I want to do that floor right now. Oh, animal disease plague. Dang it, Randy. that wasn't a challenge. All right, yeah, you can have herbal medicine, but nothing else. Actually, hang on a second. You know what? I changed my mind. Plague, slaughter him. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. That'll also give us some food, which we're actually a little low on. In fact, we're so low. Maybe we take you out too. We'll do the sheep first. Rat self-tamed. All right, well, we're gonna slaughter the rat too. We're not above eating rat. Is plague like the secret sauce for wasters? I mean, we do have super immunity, so maybe you know, it's like the equivalent of like fermented meat or something. All right, I do think I'm gonna floor this. I'm hemming and hawing about that, but I think we will. So we will do. Oh, he would really like this, but that's way too expensive at the moment. Some marble tile in the bedroom. 25, so we need 100 marble blocks. We're not gonna have quite enough. Well, maybe. Holly already had taken some. Grav core detected, ancient reactor. Grav ship stuff from the DLC. But we're not ready for that yet. We're not ready for that yet. All right, meditating. You are eating my crops. You gotta go. Hunting with a revolver. You do you. Raccoon revenge. All right, well, don't miss. You are kidding me. All right, well, I hope you're at least as fast as a raccoon. I'll send you some help. All right. Oh, and he had rabies. Ah, darn Scaria. All right. All right, this area. Oh, research flak armor. Excellent, excellent. Okay, we're at the starting line. Well, dang, now I kind of wish I had done carpet making. What else do we want? Do you want anything from this? Modern furniture. No, I don't think we want any of that. No. None of that stuff. Neutrinomine, auto doors, hydroponics. We did talk about hydroponics. Hydroponics does seem like that would be a good play. Turrets. Having a turret or two just could be useful. Geothermal power. A tox generator. This would be another way that we could get power. I don't normally use these, but this colony would be okay for. We could start in on the GravTech stuff. Pretty cheap to get started. I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. We don't have a way to power it. We're gonna need biofuel. Yeah, we're gonna need biofuel refining for that. Let's get the hydroponics. I think that was a good idea. Alright, you're all cleaned up. You're heading down here. Yeah, take this roof off, and then we'll take this building apart, and then we'll finish your floor. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. You are actually driving me insane with running down there and doing one thing, and then running back here. What the flack's the plan? Well, the plan is, I kind of want to wait for her to join before I build it, because she's so much better than us. Random lightning strike in my rice. Would you please help with that? And you. We're losing crops. We don't have our planter here at the moment. Thank you again, Randy. Very cool. We're having a dry thunderstorm through the darkened skies. If you guys have ever seen what they call a dirty storm, that's when there's a volcano erupting and you get lightning inside the ash, and it's crazy colors because it's interacting with the material in the ash. So you get like red lightning or purple lightning. That's what I imagine this probably looks like with through this like thick smog. Has this like weird, crazy color. Okay, everything's chill. Everything's chill. Group of travelers passing by. Okay, Ruin, I actually don't want you to do repairs as much. Repair. Turn that down. Turn that down even more. Apokos is going to be in charge of repairs. She doesn't have a ton to do. That could be her job. Starvation? Well, feed her. She's got to get used to eating the slop sooner or later. Here you go. Here's your goop. Yummy, yummy. Feeling depressed. Aw. I don't really have a good way to fix that for you. I'm sorry. Alright, you... Alright, I'm gonna unlink these because I want you to also accept meat. Oh my goodness, Randy. Knock it off, Randy. Now, did we just have a... Okay, no, we're good. It just blew out my stored power, and we have no power generation at the moment. Perfect. All right, switch that off for the time being. All right, I'm gonna say that we're close enough. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. All right, at least do a little of it, eh? Tattered apparel, heat stroke. We're working on it. We're working on it. Now, you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna run back and do your bed, aren't you? You're actually driving me insane, Ruin. I don't know why you're doing your priorities weird like that. We're mining out what's going to be a new bedroom. Relaxing. Okay, we have some slate. We have some granite. Okay on steel at the moment. I kind of want to make a chest table, but I don't want to spend steel on it. Chickens join. Oh god, this again? Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Randy's just planning on destroying my food by having animals eat it. Alright, you feeling even better about your room yet? A somewhat impressive... Yep, impressive bedroom. Excellent. We also are up to high expectations, so that's lowering our mood some, since we don't have low. You're gonna go grab all the chickens? Oh, jeez. Alright, you are not the man to be doing that. Nope. You don't waste your time on that anymore, Ruin. We got other things we could be doing. Let's butcher. We'll have some chicky nuggy paste. There you go. Yep. Excellent. it's got the pink paste today. Mmm. Everyone loves the pink paste. All right, you gonna go disappoint me some more? Yep. Okay. Mysterious cargo. High Stellarch Nesmet Domanius of the Empire of the Moon has an odd request. She would like you to accept some unspecified cargo. When pressed for more details, she avoids the question. There's desperation in her voice. Oh, do we want that? I feel like we could handle this, and it would give me another volumetric power cell, which would be amazing. I don't remember this being that bad. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna grab my coffee here. We've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes-ish. I'm gonna go refresh my coffee, so I'm gonna take my 5-minute break. Do you guys think we should accept some mysterious cargo? And I'm okay, you can spoil, I know what it is. Or should we skip this? If we accept it, we would get a small volumetric cell, which would be huge. These are really good for our spaceship. Like, really good for our spaceship. I feel like that's worth it, even for the annoyance that this is going to cause. And it will be an annoyance. But I think we can handle it. So let me know what your opinion is on that. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break, get my legs stretched, make some coffee. I suggest you do the same. I'm experimenting with a new feature that we have on YouTube. So I'm going to take an official break. And what that's going to do is it's going to show you this like lo-fi wallpaper thing. And it's going to try to do some ads. So if you're not blocking ads, I really appreciate you. It'll give you a timer. It'll say 5 minutes here, and I will be back at the end of that 5 minutes. So I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes, and I'll see you in 5. Wow, wasn't that cool? Actually, kind of an interesting little feature there, but it definitely, I think, still has a little bit to go. Resume. Yes. Okay, well, hopefully you guys got up to stretch. Thank you to the people who remained after our little commercial break there. Appreciated. Okay, continue on we will. I think we're going to take it. I only have Chikai tempting me into taking bad decisions. No, not the rat. There's a better pet for space pirates than a rat. We're not in a position to be keeping and feeding a pet at the moment, unfortunately. Okay, we'll accept it for the small volumetric cell. That's just too good to pass up. All right, which annoyance are you gonna be? Ah, there it is. Yeah, what? Isn't that me? It's Ruin's dead body. We definitely need to study that. Mox, please don't consume it. New research available. You discovered an unnatural corpse has yielded new insights. You can now research the following anomaly project: Death Refusal. I don't remember off the top of my head what that one is. Death Refusal. Am I blind? Death Refusal. Form a psychic ritual which grants death refusal to an individual, allowing them to self-resurrect once after dying. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. We just have a random body. That's strange. I'm sure nothing bad will come from it. All right, can you please be done with this? You can be done with that. Excellent. So we have a somewhat impressive bedroom. It's mediocre wealth. It's somewhat spacious. It's beautiful, and it's slightly dirty. I'll tell you what, why don't you clean your own room, buddy? There you go. We're gonna need you to be in a good mood because you're gonna have a bad time for a couple days. And here's my sweet, sweet volumetric. Yes. I'm gonna put it over here. I don't want to put them next to each other in case we have an explosion or something. We need to make a power room or something. All right, what are you? 18 days. And you're corralling chickens. Can you just bury the body in a grave? Oh, well, we could sure try. Yeah, let's try to bury it. Miscellaneous. We'll just throw down a grave up here. Actually, let's not put the grave there. Let's put the grave right there. There we go. We'll try. We'll see what happens. You've successfully completed mysterious cargo! Alright, we'll dig that, and... Nope, not an assignable to the grave, unfortunately. Oh, you're still gonna do this? I really thought you were not gonna do that anymore. There's a problem with having jobs far away. Hungry hitched animal. Yeah, you guys are actually starting to chew through that. Let's get rid of the chickens, because we don't have... Hey, you're eating my food too. You know what? You gotta go too, buddy. Mr. Disease Boomalope. You're never gonna be useful. You actually I will try to tame. I'm okay with taking that chance. Psychic Soothe female. Very handy. Would you do a few of these? I am sick and tired of what you're doing right now. Do at least a few of these before you leave. There we go. Yeah, nothing I'm going to change there at the moment. Oh, geez. Alright, well, fire duty, everyone. Fire duty. We lit the sheep on fire. Mistakes happened. Mistakes happened. I love the sheep stop, drops, and rolls. That's Yao's animation mod. I love that mod. It's what makes them bob a little when they move around and other animations. I feel like it adds a lot of flavor. That is hilarious that you stop, drop, and rolled, though. Alright, come on, team. Get out of combat so I can speed this up. No, Rooster won! Oh no! I guess we'll have to butcher him. Okay, literally, you guys are just... Okay. And now we have a pig inside of our walls. Okay, dudes. You are actually starting to get kind of annoying. Okay, I will try to tame a pig. Alright, you are gonna get butchered. Oh, and look, he's hauling the corpse. Rat revenge. Rat down. We'll just throw a little rat meat into the stew here. Yeah, that's crazy. That guy looks just like me. Okay, darkest skies, animal starvation. I mean, you guys can feed them paste. It's fine. Needs treatment. Yeah, we're doing it. We should be getting Star back here in a second. Yeah, this stupid smoke has caused me not to be able to have any growth. I'm actually getting a little concerned about our food here. We need to do some hunting, I think. Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is no good because it has scaria. Yeah, I am actually kind of concerned. Animals, wildlife, several pigs. I'll tell you what, let's not tame the pig, let us hunt the pig. We don't really have a choice on that. Colonist returned. All right, Star, did you have a good time? Got Psyche Smooth. Our recreation is fully satisfied. We have high expectations. We're wearing our favorite color. We're not living in space, and we are a tortured artist. So you're good. You're good. And we already were paid for that job, so perfect. I think we need to expand food. Well, I guess when these onions come in, we'll be fine. It's just the smoke that's killing me. Another reason that hydroponics, even if we just had a little bit of hydroponics. Pig revenge? Oh no. And of course you're in the middle of nowhere. Are we faster than the pig? We are a little bit faster than the pig. Okay. Nope. Hunt pig. Alright, you got this. Good job. Deconstructing ancient shelf, that's fine. A Babel Rimworld stream has civilized European hour. Yep, we've been doing this in the morning slot yesterday and today, Alvin. I'll probably do this again tomorrow in the morning slot. Wandering Sword is not canceled or anything. This is just the new shiny, so we're doing a little new shiny, and then we'll mix the two in there. All right, you are still 17 more days. Oh. You better be worth it, is all I have to say, Sappy. You better be worth it. Ooh, and Ruin broke. Star. Would you try to calm your brother down? Alright, he's good. He went to bed. Yeah, if we look here... Unnatural corpse, -6. Wherever I go, I can feel it watching me. It never stops. Totally worth it for a second volumetric cell. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, look, he appeared in the dining room. Ah! Entity Codex. This is all the things we have seen. So we have the unnatural corpse, an odd corpse that feels waxy and warm to the touch. Something is deeply unsettling about it. If I remember right, we just need to keep studying it, and we will be able to solve the mystery of the teleporting waxy corpse. And look, it keeps teleporting. You stay away. I believe that was Alfred, Elvenkind. Okay, what is our next major project? It's really this bedroom. It really is this bedroom. So you can be deconstructed. And we could smooth this. Claim that and reinstall it here. All right, we should probably get a full claim. We're using this section at this point. Let's just claim everything so we can get repaired and whatnot. A slate urn. Deconstruct that. All right. Also, we have some sandstone. And I don't love sandstone for this. That's fine. We'll just use what we got. I need to get some better defenses going. And I don't think we're actually going to do it here. Just take out that. Let's start from scratch. Also, I really want to get some more mechanoids. We're kind of dropping the ball on that. Give me. We need a subcore encoder. All right, we could reach power right here. Sure. Let's be sloppy for a moment. All right, let's just at least have that like that for now. Yeah, I don't like having batteries like this. I like a dedicated safe room for batteries in case they explode. This is making me feel a little nervous. All right, this is going to be a big hunger for components. We're going to need to go do some component hunting. All right, so these are 2 components each. Let's just do one at a time. And I'm probably going to need to tell you to do that because your workflow is weird. All right, let's go looking for some components. I know there's some around. Actually, I could use our new search function, but I did already find some. So mine that vein. Compacted machinery. Mine that vein. All right, we'll do that for now. I'll tell you what, instead of doing that, we'll just reinstall that there. And we're going to need a door on this. And a door. Okay, we have a subcore. We can build another bot. Normally, I like to get a cleaner kind of early, just because it's convenient, or an agri-hand, but we kind of have those jobs covered. So let's actually get a Militor. These are not, I mean, these are not great, let's be honest, but at least I could send it into rooms before we send other people. Grab that subcore and get it started. All right, get that rock out of there. Floor, we would like to smooth that. And we have one bad spot. Let's remove that. This is bad flooring. It's like outside cobblestone, so not good for inside. And I think we honestly just need more beds in general. but we don't have enough wood. Okay, let's do a little bit of a wood search. Oh, hey, that could be components. We need some of those scab trees, what they're called. Snag root. Chop, chop. Wait, we are rapidly running out of resources on this map. At least of the wooden variety. Okay, I'm still very concerned about our food. Also, you. Apparently, we need to add meat to that one too. This is the problem with meat. Every type of meat wants to be in its own hopper. So that's a little awkward. Yeah, research is progressing nicely in hydroponics. I can't build refrigerators yet, right? Bookshelf, hay bale. Not here. Furniture. No, I'll tell you what. Fridge. Yes, we have single refrigerator and wall refrigerator. Do I have a hopper? I don't have a refrigerated hopper. Okay. I think those refrigerators, though, I think they can work. I think these can work as hoppers. I seem to remember that. Let's test one out. Uninstall that. A refrigerated hopper would make the meat much more useful. We'll do a little science here. Although we're out of hang on, we're out of components for the timing. Let's wait until that's resolved. Mad rats, and several of them. All right, Holly, get inside. Team. People who are already awake, come here. Actually, you know what? Let's not be cocky. Everyone get up. The rat menace must be ended. All right, Star, take that point. These are rats, so I don't have to worry about them shooting me. That rat has a gun! Look out! Did you just switch to grenades briefly? Let's not use grenades to fight rats. He's still firing good. You did change to grenades. Please. Okay, maybe we don't have her do that. I'm a little leery about her auto-switching to grenades. Oh, hang on, there's one more. Alright, Ruin, just stay here. You can handle it. Alright, you're good. Smoked rat. There you go. Right, she's doing the... This is from a mod. Normally you get breakdowns and you have to spend components to repair it. I run Fluffy Breakdown, which as long as you do maintenance on your machines, which is a work, and it does take a lot of time, you don't have to use components to repair things. I like that balance a lot more. Hey, Edward, how's it going? Oh, Scarlands? Yes, Scarlands. If they have an auto pistol, they won't use the grenades. Okay, let's test that. Does it have to be an auto pistol? Could I give her a revolver? Because this is bio-coded, so I can't. She's already got her slots full. I'm gonna chance it for now until something bad happens. Okay, getting the floor done. How is your health? Just some scratches. Yeah, that's fine. Our mech is growing. That's weird to say. Run around doing the repairs. And hauling rats. Cool. Okay, Mad Rat's done. Unnatural corpse study progress. Your investigation of the unnatural corpse has revealed more about the body. An Archotech shard at the core psychically links it with ruin. It will rebuild itself if destroyed, and teleport any distance to be near ruin. Mox thinks there might be a way to permanently destroy the corpse, but we'll need to study it further. Study the corpse more to learn more about how to destroy it. Again, it's just teleporting around following us. Yeah, just to make sure. Oh, look at that. Something ate it. Oh, gross. Something ate the unnatural corpse. All right, we're doing pretty good. Thank goodness we had our bed and stuff settled before we accepted that. Hey, Daniel. How we doing? We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We have a weird corpse that keeps teleporting to ruin and freaking him out, but he has a nice bedroom, so he's okay with that. He's like, I'm haunted by my own corpse, but have you seen my bedroom? It's pretty nice. All right, and then we need to do one more smooth. There you go. Major break risk. All right, Star, yeah, take 5. It's fine. Yeah, so we're playing on Scarlands. I take it you must not have been here for the start yesterday. We're playing on Scarlands, and we're playing on a tile that has a bunch of landmarks, which is one of the new DLC things. So our map here, which is named the Port of Hard Knocks. Watch episode 1. We have features, ruins, junkyard, ancient uplink, and ancient smoke vents. So in here, up here, we have an ancient uplink. This has something to do with an orbital. I haven't touched it yet because I'm not ready for it. We have these giant ruins that are booby-trapped. We walked into a room and had wasp drones try to kill me. So I've forbidden the ruins and we're slowly clearing them. We have these giant smoke vents. They periodically turn on and they put out so much black smoke that it blocks out the sun. So it's dark. And then we're in a junkyard, so we just have a bajillion things of junk. I just had a thought. We can use the search function to search for unopened? What was the name? Or was it sealed? What was the name of that crate we opened? Closed? No. Shoot, next time we see one, I want to search for that. We could go open those and maybe find some more components. Random Rimworld thought there. Dude keeps waking up with it. Dude, it's not even a horse head, it's his head. Can you imagine you wake up and your own corpse is like laying in bed with you, like staring at you? Hunter drones are worst thing. Yes, that's what I knew this was booby-trapped, but I thought, oh, it'll be like some mechanoids or something. When I walked into that room, it was clear until I walked in and they popped up and I was like, oh. Yeah, we better stop for the moment. I'm gonna get this Militaurs, probably 2 Militaurs, and we'll use those to clear rooms. That's just me looking in the mirror every morning. Still me. Or no, I guess the quote is, after all that's happened, it's still me. At least they're noticeable. Bright words triangle. Yeah, well, I legitimately had like a jump scare. What room? It was this room. I legitimately had a jump scare. I was doing careful clearing too, so it wasn't like I wasn't ready. I just didn't know that. I thought I'd see him when I opened the door, I guess. And I was not prepared for that. All right, I need to clear what's over here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Cannot go out there out of command. Okay. All right, you. Come here. Let's clear this room. All right, we finished hydroponics. Okay, with hydroponics, what do we want next? Advanced lights would be kind of nice. We could put like just a single outdoor light would be really useful. Biofuel refining, we need this for our ship. We're not gonna be able to fly until we get this. The tox generator is really interesting. I normally don't use this, but in this playthrough, this might be okay. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Why not? I don't use that a lot, and I think it's cool. Alright, that looks okay. Clear. Move up. Nope. You're not going first. She gets to go first. Alright. Dining room. Clear it. Alright, I'm gonna say it's clear. Next. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Thank you, guys. Alright, I need to deconstruct these doors. I'm trying to lock this off. For whatever reason in my head, I didn't think other things could use doors I forbid. I have no idea why I was thinking that. But, yeah, things can attack me through here. So we need to start sealing off these entrances and exits. And you're eating my crops. Stupid monitor lizard. What does backup power do? That's a mod that I have. When we... I just saw it too. When we have this, we get a little control box that we can install. I don't know what it all goes on, but I use it for chem fuel. You install that on a chem fuel generator, and you can set up minimums and maximums for battery storage. So turn on my backup power when we reach 30% battery power and turn it off when we get to 70%. I do something like that. So normally with a chem fuel generator, it just runs forever and you waste fuel. I also like to use it as actual backup. So I'd prefer to use my green power here, but if these go out, then my backup generator can kick on. I think it's a cool mod. And I think it's going to be really good for the spaceship, because we're going to use chem fuel at least to get us started. And so we'll put those on there, and then we'll make sure we're not wasting chem fuel. Mox, what are you doing? Is it because it's dark? See what I mean? He ran into the ruins. Yeah, I don't want you hunting into the ruins alone. I've read enough apocalyptic literature to know that's not a good idea. Also, we still have a stool here. Let's go... Flame. Uninstall. Flame. Uninstall. Old wooden crate. That's not something I can steal. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Yeah, we're scavenging a lot of steel from these ruins at least, so that's something. Advanced lights also reduces the cost of lights. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think there's a way to avoid chem fuel for your thrusters initially. I don't think so either. I don't know if you can even get off of chem fuel for thrusters. Maybe there's an upgrade that does that. I'm sure somebody will mod it too. We could use oh come on, I've played some Terra Invicta. Nuclear engines. We could use what are the electrostatic engines called? I can't remember what they're called, but there's other drives in theory that you could use, although those really are for 0G. I'm not sure you could launch a rocket into space with those drives. So we're also going to need to get biorefining. The only problem is, what are we going to biorefine? We're going to need some more grow space, which we can do. I think I'm going to put some planter boxes in, and we'll just increase our size of what we're growing. Tree, you know, we also could learn tree planting. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. Oh, he's ready. All right, when you wake up, Mox, get him out. All right, and we're going to need another subcore. I think I'm going to build 2 Militors. And that's what we're going to use to clear the ruins. All right, here, I want... This is not what I want. Assign to... Oh, we finished our proxy detector. Okay. This was another one I was thinking about. I'm not going to do it in this playthrough, but what if you had a spaceship that was powered by the suffering of evil beings using the electro harvester? I think that would be really cool. Bioferrite harvesting wouldn't be terrible. We could harvest some bioferrite. I'm not really looking at doing rituals in this one. Let's get that next. Toxifier generator in scarlands. Scarlands are not actually polluted, which shocked me. If you look, it's not actually polluted, even though they say it is. This pollution is stuff I've produced. So, seems legit. And we have mostly wastelanders, so. The Gravcore, yeah, I guess that's true, Edward. That is actually true. It does have toxic rain. We haven't had any yet. So not so far. I planted these cabbages because they're immune to toxic fallout, just in case. But we haven't needed them yet. We're also very low on food. Wildlife. Hunt the boom rat, hunt the rat, hunt the crow. We might need to... I guess we could caravan somewhere and buy some food. I'm very concerned. Although even my caravan would struggle because we don't have food to bring. Are we close on these cabbages? A little bit. We're not growing enough. This smoke is killing me. These onions are still at 33%. It's been days this time. A sanguine drive. Put those prisoners to you. Powered by blood. This food thing's gonna be a major problem. I didn't realize how low we were. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold out to get this shearing, and then we're gonna butcher these two. Yes, I have used bioreactors in the past. Those probably wouldn't be space efficient enough for your spaceship, though. Escape. And it's the Sight Stealer. We hate that. Okay, I got distracted. I want you to be in assigned to group 2. Okay, group 1 is on escort. Sight Stealer revealed. Dude, what? No! What are you doing? He's making a break for it! You're throwing grenades at the Sight Stealer. Please don't pull up my crops. You are actually killing me. Oh my gosh, what a cluster. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You're letting the doctor get hit. Headshot. Yeah, he's down. All right. Was it bad? It's a little bad. All right. You can actually use medicine. All right. You recapture him. Oh my gosh, that was rookie. Corpse obsession. Ruin. Ruin is broken inside and become obsessed with corpses. He's gonna find a corpse and present it for all to see. No. Okay. Well, we have plenty of corpses, buddy. I'm working on it. I'm working on it as fast as we can. Yeah, go hunt a rat. That'll make you feel better. Okay, you did not actually tinge yourself. Would you please do that? Star's getting really cranky out there. Okay, that was the boom rat, obviously. All right, maybe we need to eat you too. We'll think about that. In fact, stop trying to tame him because that uses food. And the Sight Stealer died. Ah, well, you shouldn't have tried to escape, jerk. Okay, here I would like to build a copy. I'm just closing off those entry points. Nah, we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. All right, we don't need to have you on. Turn that off. Are you ready or what? No, just eating Militor. All right. Grenade right to the crops. That's right. Are we a Rimworld channel now? Well, we are for at least the next hour or so. Been really enjoying the new DLC. Time to hunt? There's nothing left. We have a boomalope. And I think he keeps messing with my crop, so I may hunt him sooner rather than later. We do have some cabbages. We just... The smoke. The smoke is legitimately killing me. Corpse obsession. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and you're not even close enough. I mean, at least he's not murdering people. Look at my corpse. It's hideous. All right, lifter bot. I'm sure you'll get to it. Poor Ruin. Yeah, go to sleep, buddy. I'm surprised this corpse hasn't regenerated. Something's been eating it. Again, can you imagine your own corpse and then like you look at it and it's been like ravaged by an animal? I can see why he's having a bad day. Like I can see. Let's clean your room quick. So you're not sleeping in that. Okay, that food is getting really dangerous. And of course he's gonna sit right on top of my crops. Life Force themed run. That could be kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, you could have some sort of like evil space-based science lab thing. Okay. How many more days? This is part of the problem. We're feeding somebody who's not working. 13 days left. And the rest of my rat meat melted. All right, you gotta go. It's gonna suck, but let's just do it. We also can let them eat those. Do we need to caravan somewhere? We have gold. We'll travel. We don't really have a ton of stuff to sell, but I mean, I guess we could get rid of a couple of these. These are not particularly useful and they're worth something. All right, I'm gonna build a copy of this right outside. And I'm gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna do a caravan. I'm very concerned about our food. We can go up here and trade with them. So if we send a caravan here, 1.4 days, accept. So it would be you. And frankly, it's gonna have to be you and Star. I want her to keep studying the corpse. I don't want to have less study time. And then we're gonna bring... we could sell off some of the leather. I gotta watch our weight here. Okay, here we go. These two... Okay, the shard animal pulsar isn't worth much, so I'm just gonna save that, but the biomutation is worth a decent amount. Okay, and then 16 panther fur. And the plain leather. That's probably about it. I guess the dog leather and the pig skin. We'll keep the light leather because I have enough I might be able to make something out of it. Alright, and for supplies, you get 2 packaged survival meals. And we'll bring along 2 medicine. Alright, go. Yeah, I know they're going to be low on food. Hopefully they'll be able to forage up some stuff. Nothing bad ever happens to a cabbage merchant. We don't have any cabbages to sell, unfortunately. We're out of cabbages. One of my more notable playthroughs had a base powered off of captured elementals from Rimworld of Magic. Oh, nice, Edward. Send people to the hunting ground. Okay, so you're saying we could use this, the hunting work site? It's from the cancer party. I'm gonna do the trade first, but I actually like your thoughts there. I like your thoughts there. We may do that. There's one guy, and it is gonna probably be a waster. Tendency to move towards neutral. That's not moving towards neutral. All right, we knew that was gonna happen. All right, everyone awake. Yeah. Do your best. The heal route. That maybe would not have been the best choice. I need that food though. That's like literally the last of the food. We got the sheep, and then we're done. Also, with the various people who are gone, Moxie, I'll have you butcher. When you're done, would you do that? Because that is literally the last piece of food we have. All right, and then when you're done there, would you? No, well, I guess do that too. Why are you not able to release this? Roof collapse. Having problems with him not removing all the roof that I could expect him to remove. All right, please finish this. And then when you leave, please carry a load of those. Nice. All right, well, that's something. Requires mocks to complete. I'm not sure why that's not wanting to complete. Get that place tidied up. How are we doing? Okay, yeah, look at that. Look at that. We're gonna be just fine. Got a couple meals worth of meat in here. Tentura has died from rotting. It's been dark for so long. My plants are dying because it's been dark for so long. All right, well, I mentioned earlier that Darkened Skies wasn't too bad, but this round has been pretty nasty. All right, Mox is fully healed. All right, why? What is your problem here? I don't understand. Generating, and we are waiting for Mox. Let's see. Mox. Is that smithing or production? Caravan arrived. Okay. Jump to location. Pause. We're not going to get robbed while I'm over here this time. We will trade. I miss my trade mod. It would organize this much nicer. Okay, so we want to get rid of the pig skin, the dog leather, the plain skin, the panthera fur. The medicine that we have is for us. We want to sell off the biomutation pulsar. Okay, and we mainly want food. Don't get tempted by cool animals. A carnivore meal, 26 bucks each. Some porcupine meat. We could bring some eggs back. I will just peek at what else is here. Psychite, wake up. EMP. Strong gene pack could be kind of useful. Psy trainers. Ooh la la. Some books. An Archotech liver. Ooh. And a bunch of tasty weapons, but I cannot afford them. Alright, don't even look. Don't even look. Let's just get the food. It's 26 bucks for a carnivore meal. Give me as many as we can take. means we can afford. Let me change my accept. All right, you guys head home. Yeah, unfortunately, like raiding this is gonna kind of suck without an animal to help haul. That is what it is, I suppose. All right, that food will buy us a little bit of time, but that's not gonna solve things. You know what? We did actually finish the hydroponics. They're not under production? Sorry, yeah. Hydroponics basin. Now the thing is, we're gonna need a grow light, and grow lights are stupid expensive. I would like to put you inside where you're safe. Alright, just give me one power. That should probably get me in range. And then we're gonna need a sun lamp. Sun lamps are stupid expensive. I mean, we might as well light up the room, so we'll do that. Alright, yeah, he'll get to that. I really want to know what Mox needs to do here. Obviously something she's not queued up to do. Let's try turning on craft, machining, and fab. It's not clean laboratory. She needs to take the waste out of here is what it is. I'm not sure why I'm struggling to get that to go. Still doesn't want to do it. It's probably something to do with one of my work mods here. Smelt, refine. Yeah, I guess we could just turn things on. Any of those make you be able to do it. Oops. Yeah, that's not it either. I don't want that decomposing right there either. What is it that you have? Alright, what if we just get rid of that? We lost control of Mechanator 2. We never had Mechanator 2. I'm not certain what was going on there. I feel like it was this waste that wasn't supposed to be there. Alright, add bill. Let's try that again. U1 has started to wander away and a mech hive is sighted. Alright, U1. I got bad news for you since you're trying to escape. We already got your wool. Alright, and mech hive. You detected a massive grav ship energy reading indicating a mech hive is hidden somewhere in orbit. If you could find it, you could shut it down or make use of its power. Mech hives are production and control platforms that birth mechanoids and coordinate their actions around the planet. They're powered by Persona Core. Collect more grav ship technology to track it down. This is the new ending from Odyssey. Alright, cheering up the patient. It's fine. We're gonna need to turn this back on, make another Persona Core. I'm not sure what happened here. Because we got the first one out fine, and we didn't have any problems. So, it shouldn't have been any of this. Alright, ruin... Okay, we need to extend the power so that we can actually power that. Give me a hidden conduit. More power. Alright, what are you doing? Cleaning dirt. Cleaning dirt over there? No. How about we don't clean this for now? Oh my goodness. Yeah, auto home zone is a thing. Okay, now we're gonna plant rice. Yep. Hopefully we'll have a good go of this. We'll see. Randy hates letting me have power. A heat wave. Okay, again, that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, let's add another cooler there. And let's protect both that cooler and this cooler should be protected. In zone, remove roof here and here. Okay, we're gestating the Militor. I don't know why that last one was wrong. That's very strange. If you do, leave a comment for me because I'm curious what was the problem there. At this point, I think it'd be better to do a grow light and just go outdoor. The problem is it's the smoke, Matt. That's why none of my stuff was growing. Yeah, things were so close to dying. Look at this. He's got 21 life left because he was in the dark for so long. So, and of course it clears now that I built that because of course it did. And there's our corpse. Perfect. All right, got some more AC in here. It's 116. Holy moly. No. I saw that. Tried to put yourself inside there. All right, and let's try. I'm gonna babysit him a little. Yeah. Okay, finish this one. All right, he should be fine now. I don't want him to wall himself in. All right, we've arrived. Yay. Yay, good job, everyone. Good job, you brought food back. And they brought some random stuff they salvaged. Carnivore meals. 3 days. We should probably eat through that within 3 days. All right, let's rest, and then let's go try that hunting site tomorrow. Creepy robot noises. I wonder how close we are to getting rid of that body. I don't even know where it is currently. Oh, use the grow plant on the plants outside. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't this also fritz out if it gets rained on? It's been a long time since I had to think about doing something like that. All right, we're up and running. We're up and running. We have batteries still. It's looking okay. Did we ever get enough wood? Maybe. Furniture. A bed. There. We'll see if we have enough. We'll let people kind of get their feet underneath them, and then we'll see about hitting that other thing. A party? All right, that's fine. Why did you look so weird there? No, I don't know. For a second, I thought she was wearing sunglasses or something. All right, we're having our party in the hallway, apparently, instead of in the dining room. The party's been called off. What keeps canceling my parties? I'm not certain. Visitors. Okay, it's fine. We did have that. An excellent bed. All right. Star, I think you just got a promotion. There you go. Also, I see we need to smooth walls. There you go. And let's... I don't like having one thin walls. I prefer to have at least 2 thickness if it's going to be on the outside. So let's just increase that. An illegal shipwright named April has arrived and wants to join the colony. She's willing to contribute, but will not leave voluntarily, claiming to have nowhere else to go. You can turn her away, down and send her away. However, your colonists will be disturbed at sending someone away in need. Her best skill is construction. Huh. I mean, if she's absolute garbage, she can take point while we clear out the rest of the ruins. We have a spare bedroom currently. All right, you're in. Let's see. You're part of Super Justice. A supremacist raider. Huh. Interesting. You're part of the Cancer Party. You're good at construction, medical, intellectual. You like the heat. I'm not very impressed with you. All right, you just volunteered to be in front while we're clearing rooms. That's okay, though. No major health issues, at least. All right, welcome in. All right, we're expanding pretty fast, and that food did not solve itself, so we probably should go to that hunting site. Let's, well, I'm thinking about it. Storage, give me... Yeah, give me a meat rack out of steel. Right there. Also, we probably can actually afford a butcher table at this point. Let's reinstall over here. Actually, you know what? No. Cancel. Let's just build a copy there and get rid of you. Production. We could do a electric butcher table, but I don't think I want to do that at the moment. Let's build one here. Yeah, I know it's not great to have it outside. Hello, April. You have a head tattoo. Well, that is very piratey. I appreciate that. All right, you have a weapon. You have a poor knife. You know what? Here you go. You can actually have a good knife. There you go. Enjoy. Also, hang on a second. Oh, no. I was gonna say, why am I not building my flak armor? Because I'm waiting for her, because she has so much better construction. Boom, look, meat rotted. We need to get an actual freezer. This is another thing, is a solvable problem that I'm just not solving. Okay, you have some pemmican and some herbal meds. I'll actually buy an herbal med off of you. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Sure. People arrived. The polling people have arrived. It's April. The awoken soldiers, while talking to the trader Camille Ruin, learned of a location of an infamous company of mercenaries. These ancient soldiers are from a long-forgotten era in the planet's history. Yeah, we have history with these folks. They've recently awoken from cryosleep and are causing trouble. The company is led by Cesris, who is possessed of a unique legendary weapon. The group contains an ancient captain and an ancient soldier. If you're able to capture or kill the leader, you can take his unique weapon. The soldiers are hiding out in an ancient structure. This is one of the new Odyssey things. A, we got ruins, and B, we have, or rumors, and B, we have legendary weapons. If I had the food, I would do that right now. Do you expire? 30 days. Maybe. Okay, well, let's go hit that campsite. So Ruin, I want you to wear our marine armor. We gotta suit up for this. Okay, then we're gonna bring Mox. Mox, I want you to put on the secondary gear. Okay, let's do it. So, world map. All right, we already are at war with these people, so it doesn't matter if we piss them off. Send caravan, except we are gonna send Ruin Pocos and Mox. Auto-adding the Militor. Yep, we do want the Militor. Items. I don't want to bring anything with. We'll bring lunch. And we'll bring 3 meds. Go. Yes. Yeah, that shouldn't take us too long. We're not bringing much. 1.6 also optimized getting caravans off map, which is very appreciated. Those weapons have random spot. Yeah, I've heard that. Somebody was like, "Oh, I just got a sniper rifle. It's not very good." It what did it do? It had like really high accuracy and really fast fire rate. I'm like, wait a minute. So you're saying you have a sniper rifle who would be good for a careful shooter? Like, yeah, some of those look like they could be absolutely ridiculous. All right, we're gonna hit him at night. Hopefully he'll be asleep. All right, new map. Zoom in. Pause. All right, you. Actually, you could just follow for now. That's fine. Okay, ruins. Okay, we got 2 structures. We do have a turret. All right, this will be a little bit more painful than I was hoping for, but we can handle a turret. All right, get over here. All right, ruin. Oh, and there he is. What are you gonna do? Just chilling. All right, ruin. You're gonna go draw the fire. Get wrecked, nerd. All right, while ruin draws the fire of the turret, we'll move up over here. Yeah. All right, Mox, you're probably gonna need to get a little closer. You rush that. Rush in over here. Oh, jeez, you gotta be kidding me. All right, she's gonna take that fire, so we're gonna rush up closer. Nice. Yeah. Not my first rodeo. No reason to bring a corpse with us. You want to eat lunch? That's fine. All right, go. Oh, we have to break in here. I don't have a breach axe. All right. Go here. Go there. Get out your mace. Melee attack that door. All right, you can actually have a break. You can go eat quick. Fire at that door while you're waiting. With grenades. All right, that's one way. That's one way to. I really need to take those away from her. It was a cute idea. In practice, that's not a good plan. Okay. No, deselect you. We're gonna try to steal. I don't know if we can carry any of this, but we're gonna uninstall these solar panels and try to steal those. And I wouldn't mind stealing these batteries either. We have cages full of people. We're not interested in that. We have a standing lamp. A good granite bed. You might be worth stealing. A passive cooler? Sure, we'll try to carry you off. Alright, and then a bunch of corpses. Flame, and install some pemmican. Pemmican's actually a nice little find. Alright, so all we want to do here... Okay, ruin... No. Actually, no. I need you to uninstall. You can sleep later, man. We're gonna pack up and leave here momentarily. He is really tired. Everyone's just really tired. Alright, well, that's fine. Back to the world map. We want to reform caravan. We're heading home. Except. Alright, everyone's coming with. We want all the pemmican. We want the fine meals. The items. We'll take the component. I gotta be careful here. How much do you weigh? 20 kilograms. We might be able to do that. Maybe. Okay, I want my Militor. We'll have to heal him. He died for the cause. Yeah, we're bringing that with. A poor revolver's worthless. Tainted gear's worthless. Where are my corpses at? Excuse me? Dead Monitor Lizard. You are on my list. I'm just not seeing you. Here we go. Dead Monitor Lizard 6. What else was in there? I don't even remember. Were they all lizards? I guess we could search for dead. I guess it was all lizards. Alright. That's fine. I think then that is everything. Alright, so we have... That's too much weight. Sad. Alright. Yeah, these lizards are ginormous. They're 36 kilogram lizards. Alright. So we end up with... No lizards. No lizards. What exactly are we carrying that is so bloody heavy? That's the gear we had. I guess we get the pemmican. We need a pack animal. All right, we'll take what we can. Not as good as that could have been. Oh, my robot. I do want to bring him back though. He's worth a lot of components. Robot's 40 kilograms. He's a chunky boy. And we will tell you to resurrect when we get back. Okay, well, I mean, if nothing else, we're bringing back some meals and we're bringing back some pemmican, so that's fine. That's not a loss. Also, schedule. April, you get the schedule. Work. Okay, your thing is construction. I don't want you to construct, but I do want you to deconstruct and repair. Apparently you like drugs too. Alright. You can do that too if you want. Alright, at least she's not completely useless. That does make me think I'm probably going to have Ruin stop deconstructing, and I'll let those other two ladies do that. Can we set up a tent base? Yeah, you can camp now, actually. You don't even have to do that. Caravan arrived. Yep. Starvation. We have food, just no one's feeding you. Not assigned to nursing. Alright. Yeah, please do that. Go give her the slop. Star, you also should have nurse. I love nurse. This is just a breakout from doctor. So it's the things that don't require doctor skill that doctors do, like cheering up patients and feeding them, carrying people. All right, we should be home in just a second. Yeah, we're almost here. I'm gonna say that was mildly successful, but it really pushes home the fact that we need a pack animal. We need a pack animal if we're going to be doing stuff like that. To that end, maybe we should try to make a paddock or something, so we're prepared next time we have an opportunity. Alright, welcome home, everybody. Welcome home. Alright, now, this is probably going to get kind of awkward. Well, maybe I'll just leave him in that gear for now. Wow, what a place to drop the Militor. Yeah, look at this. And she's doing that properly. So I don't know why she just wouldn't do that last one. Alright, she'll do it when she gets to it. Mox. I think that's the right one. I hope. Alright. Maybe I'll cue it. What is the work type to interact with this machine? I'm forgetting for some reason. Alright, she's doing it. It must be smithing. Alright, that's fine. I'm just worried I'm gonna have her grab a job I don't want her to actually do. Leave it on for now. We can rebuild him better, stronger, more killable. It has sounds of things just turning on. Interesting. Alright, our first set of rice, and you know what, if we have one, we might as well do two, because we're already paying for the light, so we'll try to throw another one in. This amount of pemmican will be helpful. Finished bioferrite extraction. A sleep suppressor. Bioferrite harvesting. Shaping. I mean, I guess there's no reason to shape it if we can't get it. Void sculptures. We're not really planning on doing this stuff. I guess we'll get the harvesting. Also, we could probably do a conversion ceremony and try to knock you if you're gonna be here anyways. We'll do that when people wake up tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, I appreciate you guys eating the paste and not going after the pemmican to start with. An aura! Oh, look, and we're using our telescope. Nice. Everyone's just happy about it. Alright, now I'm starting to feel like we finally have enough pawns that we can actually get some work done. I need to finish clearing out these ruins just so I know everything's safe. I think that's going to be high on the priority list. A safer, like, battery energy room would be very handy. Am I not able to get to this tile, I bet? That's going to annoy me. That's going to really annoy me. Just cancel that. Our food situation still needs work. A barn or something to keep a few animals would be nice. So that when we want to travel, we could do it a little more effectively. Weight is such a bad problem on caravans, and doubly so if I'm going to take Militaurs and they're going to use up most of my weight. Okay, here. We are actually kind of burning through our psychite at a distressing speed. We had like triple what I thought we needed, but that was before we just decided we're not allowed to grow psychite. So we're going to do at least a couple batches of psychite, I think. You're also out of range of my power. There you go. Alright, when Mox gets up in April... Okay, so people don't have anything to do. That's a good sign. I'll get you something to do. Alright, we want to do... It's not time for the raid plan. Conversion ceremony. Star is going to try to convert April, and we have some spectators. Okay, before we do that, do we need to clean this room? No, we're good. Alright, conversion ritual. An Aurora Borealis at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the location? That's right. Again. Alright. Lay down amongst the pemmican. Yes, yes. Yes, your other beliefs are false. You fear things and we offer safety. The righteousness of belonging. Star talked about the moral structure of the universe and how we're correct. Then our zoom in bugged out. Describe joining and belonging. Progress towards the future. Thoughts on the moral structure of the universe. Ineffective. Womp womp. Okay, it's fine. Do we end up moving the meter at all? No. We'll try again later. Alright, that is set up, good to go. Excuse me? That is not what you should be doing. No. No. All right, we're gonna have to do some more job setup here, but we're coming up on the 4-hour or just past the 4-hour mark, so that's gonna be it for today. A lot of setup in this one, but I'm feeling all right. Our food situation is a little shaky. We need to get a real freezer. We've had some food rot. That's not a good sign, especially when you're having food problems. This isn't tribal. There's no excuse for that. We need to do that. We'll probably try to keep ripping apart some ruins for blocks so we can keep building out of those. We still have a lot of ruins to clear. That's going to be a big focus next time, is securing the rest of this map so I know that we are masters of our own domain and we will be safe. So that's going to be the plan there. The crew expanding greatly. We're up to 5 active and 1 that will be active relatively soon. We researched up the flak armor and the better weapons. Again, when Sappy joins with her 9 crafting, she's just going to make stuff so much better than everyone else. I'm just going to hold off until she's here. Once we have her, everyone's going to get a flak jacket, a flak helmet. Maybe we can make some kind of junky dusters, and we'll be pretty well armed. And we're going to start looking to be maybe a little more aggressive. We can hit some of those camps around us and whatnot like we just did, and start taking some supplies. We do have basic ship tech easily accessible. We could get started on this, but we still need to get biorefining and get a way to make fuel. So until that happens, you know, this is kind of whatever. Also, we need room to build. So we might, I don't know, maybe we'll clear out some space over here and we'll make this the starship construction area. We'll seal it off a little bit better. But that will be in tomorrow's episode. So my plan is tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST time, same time this one started today, we'll be back in here and we'll continue on. In a couple hours, we're going to do some more Shadow Empire. We are, I don't want to say we're close to finishing, but we're in a victory war, I feel. So should be a pretty good episode there too. Either way, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Had a great time. I'm glad my connection behaved itself today. No dropped frames or anything, so hopefully whatever that was has passed. And I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Enjoy your own Rimworld runs or whatever else you're working on, and I hope to see you tomorrow. That's going to be it for me. Have a good afternoon.